Munta Canada high. I see 25 suspects face trial, 14 being pursued.
Okay. That's right.
And no case in Wahonum. I has to see investors back Petrosol with 178 million bond base. I say Petrosol for no money investors be brave. I hope some no and our him. I'll say Africa must get fair value from critical minerals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, minerals buy there. Who do say so coach no more gold in as womanka?
Baby, you almost
no what back no yet no more say no.
Almost said we are no microphone.
No microphone there no. Is China gold or more no?
Woman be woman kasa.
Yeah, ni aboa. Kwapia na aboa.
Kasa.
Ene we say nsuo, say akwa ya ya hwe ha.
Wo ba na edu omanim.
Aboa ni be ye mpanifo sika die adufuru pe. Lawyer, how they try so?
And the daily graphic was the FDI influence, no? I jump to 2.6.
Jump
2.62 billion.
You see?
After 2 years.
You see?
One time, Interior Minister Dai, Honorable Mohammed Muntaka Mubarak, as well as MP, was saying, "Woman, Jakwa Mupra says, Adiano, to crack down.
You see?
Big grand beggars. Profo baba mo stress e niam adodo
ngonwa
kwada de ka gina no ma bete ho
lawyer
bom gong kwa ka betu afa na so
de hu ba ko ne say boys ni krokran se kan ani ayi no mo de nam kwa no mo ana o mo sika na sa grofo we wo de sika ne besere sika sa na wa amana wo fa fichire ho me say wo de sika ba ji so aji sika
yo
woman way I say Lord as if we don't have managers no be cross can nam traffic as is sika
traffic as no
wo bi anka hwe
na do obeji ga no nipa so adwene doctor say we are fit
doctor say
what say adam boy ahasa
nanka
wo ma yi wo mu no de gweta kura o
lawyer
hwe o kura se kan
na wo bi abodam kura se kan no nam krom aposi for the hwe no matwam ko wo bi anka hwe wo bi anya hwe
traffic ase no mu gi
ho ya se de nti ye ma se kan won fa ne ewu ansa
odi ani amanfo beba
boda de mi nam patase emre bi ka me bunu
Mr. Abodan for the no mu kokunto kwa
sa
hwe Bolani, and then no contact. What is it? Must you? I come up, Buddha, me at the missing thing was lawyer. Yeah, it's a phobia or did Patasso. Okay, so Obano, not the other boom. Make it so. Obana driving Merano or Cato, no, I can't say, but I need here. No, then at here, what I yet, but when it's a cast do obey no cop. But push family no mention. None no classic kind in Patase. Patasi bode ni bio. Okwes gara ka no kokono.
Da bi da bro nyam kwese kan no. La ya yo geto. Le ka ba buna je se kan no.
So una.
Sa.
Chom fra ba mo foni chom.
Mama daily guide. Move daily guide and to some man. Lawyer o daily guide any man o pay ya. Adamus resources for no. Woman ya jepa anamo abai ni tuo.
Okay.
Na what 10 things around.
That's right.
Yeah. As was it GSA, I think say Ghana Standard Authority for begins mandatory use vehicle pre-export inspection October 1st. And yeah, I drove for
inspection.
Was it MPP's PSP model vindicated? Koyo pon kroma.
Yeah, okay.
Our same. Sa sagleme no MPP for person mo faso no eno na ba we ba no so faso so MPP has been vindicated.
Yes, the omono ka SSC
Parliament I recall almost omra on could now try back said October mako. Now finally what's we still afenyo marking seals over extortion allegations. Any idea no well mon go pay daily guide I am down
NL first lot of funds construct you
hey asembe ni ejo pencil
what's your
me wo bi da
lot of work construct wo mecha lot
na do pencil bi si ya na bi nsi da se wo mo makọ pension aye demonstration ti ano ora jo mama pencil bi asi number 1 disabled for match corner ho
in fact
o makọ 2 times back o the petition commander yes o small boy bi no say person boy no o free anko ye pe onu amu wo ma de ya de ko for the first time and if that for wo ma te hwi mu wo ma fa petition ama o ma demonstration te o mama and a lot of us said hey jo mama
salary increment
adai
is a lot of mu to mu ni kura so
and na dey do twa odi o hot chama nana yewe nana yewe chama nana yewe hot nana yewe
hot
a time in econo
what time anatima chronic mo ba to so ma me anatima chronic
tiawa
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia at possible time Frank was say on 1.7 billion loss. Sasa sikano heka was a good board for them. And so say some ready to face OSP. Okay. And was say Mahama government puts Ghana gas on new path. Ghana gas
okay. You personal. Wouldn't say I made my question there being. Yes, God's Fire Ministry International. Tano so anya kwanta. Sofu Jansa. What else of penny? Very reverend.
Yeah.
The Otia Sare no Reverend Set Amponsa Kekeri.
Very good.
O free mo 5 years in here. Yes, celebrity. Otia Sare so 25 years in here. Kabum. Kweseda be tano so anya kwanta. God's Fire Ministry International. Number 2. WO2 Emmanuel Batule. Cocaine. Sister Maggie
cocaine.
Memende be ye no wapatrapa.
Oh, okay.
No so jani.
Okay.
Last one.
Okay.
Nana Buadu Kwadwo otoso mienu. Tafu benkum hene.
Tafu.
Yes.
Tafu.
Na ye friend no JC Dechi. Obey benkum hene ye friend Nana Buadu Kwadwo otoso mienu.
Yeah.
Nyame aduma ene na ye memorial service. Oh Tafu Roman. Ya pem so akosi Yawada. Yawada ne be ye no. Tafu community center.
That's right.
Unim ayi Dr. Robert Sego. Na yere
that's one there
Mrs. Robert Mrs. Sego ni nua be man da for me.
Okay.
Na kosi kira ne Yawada de tafo ne yeko.
That's right.
Yes.
Good. Diocesan Women Council.
Yeah, Women Council.
Dokudano. Nyame ya domo 8 September. And the marriage nyina ehosiam we St. John of the Cross. Crono Parish. Eti marriage nyina mo aboa mo aso pia kumasi aja. Emu ma nyina mo kosi kama. And na Master Ajimai.
Master Ajimai.
Be pass. Se ko ye no dana se no. Kwesira de ko de nyame ase be pass. Sacred Heart. Reverend Father Makiamu Faworo. Change na be ko ti ko si agali.
Agali bobo.
Yes.
I love my mom. Donate keba Mr. Papa donate. Donate keba Mr. Eti donate no ne nan.
Very good.
Donate keba Mr. And the member donate good life herbal tonic. Mojadro no bi babu say twa jadro emaye wonu atontumi na donate good life. Donate co-obedience, co-quadro, donate malamis, malaria, typhoid, and all said. Babia, yes, 0246 72 76 77.
That's right.
A dear Jirika power. Hey, lawyer. Jirika.
I'm up for a copy.
Onoma Sierra Drew, I Drew. Now, power specialist, one mamma, dear Yahona, fatty liver,
wow,
hepatitis. Ulcer, fibroid, cancer, or may say, on Globatamians, Kumase, Fayas, Lake Road, Adria Jash, and Krakobina, ACP Road, Power Bar, Stop and Attack Radio, Energy Estate. The number 0244 544 422. Naya Joe. So, St. Mary's Girls Vocational Institute. No challenger. Ebusia. So person ba no koye catering and fashion design and kwade a man ko St Mary's Girls.
Okay.
A Roman for school.
Good.
And a Roman sisters na hweso. You were 2 years program, you 3 years program. You 2 years now, obetwere MVT proficiency.
Okay.
3 years no obetwere TVET.
Okay.
Now no one your certificate ultimately ko ba bia tertiary because you English math science and social. Na say we master dada. Now pamade and now you fashion design and now say bia we caterer.
Okay.
Now pay certificate lawyer. You 2 months program home, 3 months there, 6 months there home. Suku is what we junior high school and senior high school akobiem. Kumasi South and Trust Roma so da no ho and almost so for 0535 84 25 63 and 0208 110 728 na ya je so baby dapa na ba akopɛ sweet baby dapa wada baby dapa dapa papa obia go baby toss baby dapa sweet kopebi
yes
neto
detire ye no
e de tie ni say e super absorbent
okay
uja na ye uju nsom interest in fa ho e ba chi no ti akwara ne be da na wa ye de wo ye hwam ti wo bata no so anye ho smiti e UK standard e bi sem 25 e bi sem 15 ya was small medium and a large and crash printers enya na Kumasi Siparos Enterprise kwada so hwimase number ni nie 0244 36 2240 and 0501 36 56 49 na ya je so drone nie drone nie Mr. Adunsa Mr. Monunombi drone nie capsules Adunsa capsules monunombio kokona nunumbi sisi yare nunumbi waya mera nunumbi ememanu nunumbi emanu so nunumbi omensese no nunumbi emayiye nunumbi adusandro nunumbi du papa nunumbi samaya duro nunumbi mama dusa papa dusa nunumbi kopebito
ena me fa ho
hey ufa ho
tafo branch no
you see
tafo mangwase
yes
now tra do adre se me hwe tafo mangwase
any cell no na opposite
very good advance for no tafo mangwase
say obi a hospital ke sie
na no me wura ho
jai
efidie
jai
na nipa bua
faso obi a pade pa na so magazine so de na ho
what time
me say from Amiedu san 0500 110 115 anopa bia to jumi di echi yeah good morning 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 eti koko yawa afifuru oni asem utumpa no oyembom
kai any penny good morning bread and cry good morning
ama be ma waye mmere good morning About sa baby abenya good morning at all 0246 59 41 17 again de wa wonim be ma ye mra again so semens again usi yare semens again udi ntimi nyam ye semens again oba semens again ubun sa twaja jo semens again sciatica semens again fre 0500 888830 na fe ya je so wodiaba Hwana Dr. Lawson the virgin doctor wodiaba na dia no wodiaba enu papa wodiaba the lemon and the lemon no aya memedro entimuno no isi memma ne amodra no ya wo local no agonra dropa amuno no ya wodiaba
Dr. Kwame
Lawson.
Lawson heba me se before and that one as and I said John they say hame diabetes too much
Kopebi
Lawson heba and a man memory de wakwa tibi when you white be ma adwon so a usiju so moja usisi ni nyina Lawson local me
and one never
say who Nemo man Lawson
delay man
again
Lawson delay man
ebi so for international be bia na bia so bi sha ho 0248 61 99
unu say send kunu papa J Messi wonuma je senku papa J hwe ko poku farmer o mi si the form papa J
adwuma so ani ani what ni what
ni what ha ni what sapampa wonuma ni what koko hawa ni what ni what koko so ni what sa boro ni what kese amuru so ni what ni what ni what ni what ni what sabi atwere ni what say na yere friend na mi bra ba he wada for duefo woni ne lawyer poko nyako de omo yere TV ni so no empanifo pa na omo girigina omo sa no
won kasa
na se sika pa din say
no won kasa
enti sikantia
da bi adwuma ko so ani putio na Facebook say
and adwuma no Lawson de wa beja wa ha ho ye bie we ye be bie wo ba pa ka ho TV ye konkre ko bie ba ko ka ho wa beja lawyer ya ye ju say beja ye ni ba bia
Sanko police say
masika timi ye nyemre
say crofo say tanka
ye beka
masika timi ye
ene
etem so for the woman panis
fita
okoda won to wa
beju sika ye bediu simple
so for yenko atonsu
akojansen
atonsu
yes
we so di ka akomo na akojansen okwa ka o do beko
ebe bokuro last of all afia majesty mo area mo
na akora ko hunu pa mfidi egu akwa ujina so na akere ya de
me ka kire wo
wasa mesra mo baba ko doctor ni mo
Dr. Evans Dr. Martin omo ya juma
mfidi na edi akere mo from anopa ya 0244 087 687
yes.
St. Peter's credit
St.
Peter's credit St. Peter's for where be all kwaje bosi o baby 27 28 30% won so mde 40% no ko ko tua no amount tua ma wi a boso su kwa be kakra tu
me ko ne ya
ko ora mo fa ne antibaki ne Paul ne Isaac no me so me for na nim tiete bo de ne ko na loan bias business loan funeral loan ababa loan susu loan group loan project loan salary loan be na opa wunya what there St. Peter's mama ke be de ni enkwabata no doso yanko bompata wamne rent control the hwe ni mo bantima o branch ho o ma to insurance ntwa so am crossing ebu akwa omo new police station nche wa na ko moro makadia by fom ho
by fom ho
me so na pay friend St. Peter's State Union wo mo shares no so ya biem omra afeni ya bunkunta usika set ye 0501 25 90 35 hospital ni Providence kai mameda na ne doctor for ajansu no mo ko no
adwuma
kan no mo aso ase
e fi ho
for mo ko kronom
abohia
don kwa mo ni me say enkwabata no doso
ho e fre otumfo
mo
otumfo no
mo ti goso konongo bogoso dunkwa techimai mesramo be ma ukonyo todo branda akọ o mu nyane no ama bibia de bia ma akoma yade hunamani sawa wa chiribramo usisi oba hia wo koko osa Kaish
Providence Healthcare
from Anapaya 0249 31 21 72 Kingdom New Kaish one of the Gallica
Nana Javiso or doctor no challenger onye no doctor
I feel no quarter forms
Yeni ma doctor no yeni ade ma
yes
wonjuma so ni ma professor you say tum kwati
sure
am for say nche oya ya associate professor
say work
eso do
Hold on to them.
Can you say? Dr. Lawson, we are not do crano. Woman, professor. No, Mofa, Doctor, Professor.
Vicar General. When the perform they said, yeah, Mofa Kona Nimu, Professor. Dr. Lawson, no more than Dubai. Woman, not about. It's only 8 minutes.
Yes,
Sidino. Terms of Okino Galley capsules and beat.
Yes.
Sun Rowe, Message, Timinati, stroke, Akuma, Son Lubina more. No, Kina, they say power, dear, Mamma. Krafi mu dia no tremendous capsules amesi
china so
guys and a kidom co capsules ko kwado no be be to no bia nya na fra 0597 29 8855 na oni
achia
achinachi
achia ya wada ya
obusafo
anopa 11 na kan 12 free Abreport Junction Angel FM onom ya kwa ya wada beba me menda anopa
konmo mpaye
to betima kwa yie bia
oba ya na akọ na ya konmo mpaye dware mpaye me sere bia wuntimi ko opese kwa boa mpaye bom kai wo wodadwene ho ha okoda na so frɛ number yi anopa ya
yes the gospel general
very good 0544 96 44 53 0544 96 44 53 and one ban on sorrowful akura EPF na dia
yes EPF no
say we say disposable cups
yes
place num
ekuyen o ma ya de
we say nyame ya do 1st January 2027
say no to polystyrene
say no abusu ekuyen America banku a robai no ma tiashem na sana ho green body a high in 10
utupra no asa yemre
amu yeti ya sheshe
ye twam
omu twam
from next year ye twam
na busu nyame ya do chi hukue 26 ye frasafo ye float ye namu akofa kageti ya akowie kageti Dubai nondu Lawson dem live
ye be fa live
yes
no ye bia lawyer
birthday ho
ka no na ke ton
oh man fa birthday man fa
yo fabra
wow nana Gabriel nana anyimadu amponsa Gabriel nana
anyimadu ampoma
be pass no some was Saint Michael Catholic Church where vice president senior kwa was here free Regina Mensa no kede ne ma and Dr. Sedu be pass Dr. Sedu
be pass
and ura kwasi buaten nyina be pass and na pokwaje ma brefo ne ma memory
be pass no
yes one him and be pass fo nyina ya we she yeah, Papa Gabriel, Nana, Anyimadu Ampoma.
Happy birthday. Yeah, talk car, Abusia. Can efe.
Can we dear massa?
Me say, I a Honda Civic.
That's all.
Na a 2016 model. Mo as a car no American Canada. Unya car where me say ubetwa che.
One time.
Honestly. We will be the toy say ko be use na de.
Good.
And obaye wonya de wo soro no se no ma menton we.
That's all.
Edika we a sunroof open top no. Ultimate so now you say.
No go for hell.
I push to start. Driving mirror on your camera.
Just say you know.
Na ka we say emudu. Emudu.
Me so would them.
Me si jajajaja would them. Yes etim. When jika we hu a e wo Kumase. E wo Kumase he ya. Kumase ye. Fre number 0243 14 69 12 0243 14 69 12 Fresia F4 me say oko garage for no ha ne boarding we won to onye car dealer or the mama for obeyisu no de mama e difference is 0243 14 69 12 asu fanta from aba
ata ni nua
yes ayinasu
kwada so SD
yes
so mo chia yin na wo mo to ka akra na o de o mu hu a film za ta kamato okay
twana ni bia to so no akoton we fofofo
ya twa
wana ya twa wa
mo be ba asem
ama more time
mo vansi na mo nko
yes
mo be ba asem no kre
ka ye fe papa
ide wa tamu
me ka wo
can grab place embargo after this week
sir we are sure
yemfa to TV no zibio
we are sure
beto
Omeba.
Omeba.
Ka bosu yesu ya no no. Why? Bosu ni nesu one.
Na na say obi beto.
Eno no e no.
Obi beto.
Bosu na so that man dey way.
Baso juada say. Baso juada.
No, kwesi ada. Ya juada 31st.
Nti branda na first.
Yes, branda na first.
Asieda.
Ye na no.
Yeah.
You break through.
That's all. 1st September.
Modi ye modi.
You break through.
Yes. Ye 1st September.
I'm going ye dia no.
Sabi ye dia. Ye baby go. Hey. Na you want to bet me ye di. Ye classmate any director. Ubenya se wo ye. Ubenya se wo ye obra adwuma. Ye bra adwuma.
Ko ma no adwuma nyina na ye obra adwuma. Ye o baby go.
Ye di be ye go. Sure. Just yes ya bre.
Ai, mi se be kura poma. Kucha ni na better videos.
Ya kwa me na no nyina beto aso.
The Dr. Lawson ni member kai.
The Dr. Lawson ni member kai.
Hey, lawyer, ya che ona.
Hey. Ubenya Lawson adwuma no wa.
Hwe.
Unya. Wo yare kura na o de ba.
Sanko poison is say.
Mesika ntimi ye. Ye nyemre.
Heni ekro.
Yo,
Fada fra we.
I'm sorry now.
And of us what church sa.
Hey. Obehunu huna ye no.
No.
Eh. Amo wie. Na lo aso bo tire na. Ko. Na dai.
Never know for me Jesus also who the voice of the morning.
Banko.
Me Kwame offer. Ma sorry for mu feel the Church of Pentecost for Chumdiase. Omo pewasem.
Was it pewasem?
That ko say last time no mbesom ye. Next time shall I no mbesom.
Church of Pentecost.
Church of Pentecost. Chumdiase branch.
There's all sorry as some Ghana pa.
At the Church of Pentecost. Close to 5 to 5.5 million.
Almost 6 million.
Yeah.
Followers.
Followers.
To him and penny.
It's me man penny. It's me man penny.
Church of Pentecost when you na kabum there yadiatum. Ye Pentecost na man as well.
And so omo yim panyimfo ni bia they should do brother consultation. They should do brother consultation. Sometimes you look at the background and where the person is coming from. Say ebio free sorry him na ba na say sorry mpanyimfo nya decide say we dey yankase ye de yenko ne nkoto aba mfama say nipa kro we a it can change the fortunes and everything about the elections. And if I'm no ya adwen me no ya adwen over say bibia boko de
oh the minister why bia mama
ede nyame ase ayi so anopa bi o hwe wo atwu sebe atwu sebe was no pabi anu chronic program onu atimi chem se mo kan we mu ye enu ase mo kofa taxi driver ba nya na o kan nyina a kire me na ene atwa so www Kwame Tanko de Madina chi a che ejide bia me feel se meeting na no pabi a na me so aju se be on e mo du on
aju
do mo
du na me ka che o mo se me ka che your friend say
andi kasi asemo no
andi kasi ase o ma ehun se scan o mo
I'm some GNC. Yeah, 2 years ni. Asa. Asa kwa Abraham Pazeni di asa, meme di asa, o di asa, o de kwade o sadi bi kura san cheche.
Me ma nyi bi.
And national service na ye no.
Mo amunti. Na me bre.
Wa nyi bi.
David.
Yeah.
So wa unim.
No, no cre.
And Tuesday. Nah. Nyame mfa wo mo free mu nyina kra no. Esie ye mai.
Ensie ye.
Ya mfa efieja edumu a asɛm a emu eduye papa yem papa Dr. Kobna Kese nyame emma no krabre papa na Franco ni encounter da
Dabi me wanna me call me driving school. Kesben driving school wanna me call.
Call driving school.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
What are you?
Oh, that's good. That year, we didn't have the luxury of going for driving school.
The Niport,
why are
I Niport, me catch your friend, Mr. Yeboah. Mr. Yeboah. I don't know more band to my honor, but I come market one. Baby, I sorry. A honor.
And I go, I got Chebusia.
Oh, yeah. Music around to platform, so. Mamuza lie on crib becomes now the near machine I didn't black and pub and I make catching so Yami had me point showing a quack pim Mr. Kwame Tanko near Quack Chebusian phone. So now we had the HR for the company wasn't around and it was inappropriate for us to go leaving the HR behind.
Yamin funny crazy.
I who me for the poor can some a brighter boy.
I remember well.
I would have been encounter
about Lawson.
Okay.
Me resigning free.
Fida them one.
I bet Tom say I have resigned. Na I'll be stating where
you are going.
Yes.
Your next destination.
Because the resignation and in order for the listeners to know, say I am no more with ABN.
Yes.
But rather my resigning. In due course I'll communicate. Say the be a man for be be a make call. Kemu on more bed 2 days later.
Okay.
Na minya call. Na minya call. I don't want to name names in no pay. But now you'll be very close
to the man.
Yeah. No friends say Oluma here.
Okay.
I'm say dear some pacho bit me to say na obe resign ya den one country.
Na ye hu di betimi aye.
When you are be resign free. I don't care. But the long and short you know and say Penny say me say me nya dwuma we bi bi odi ane e obe person me be ya dwuma.
Oh.
Enti me nya ma dwen ye.
Na mun share mun ninkom.
De obia esese ka bia.
Mun kam.
Sometimes so na me ni Dr. Chimenu. Ye din komo awie. So me catch you say.
Yeah, so of course. We say need we say need 1 hour kra.
Yes. First day I see ya.
Da bia catch him. We say this man means
1 hour.
He means business.
Na me catch him who said this is the man I want to work for.
Yes.
And the minute Dr. Lawson be adwuma. But that time no na me Dr. Lawson din komo awie bibia. Left. Was a
pen paper. Now, we a bona fide property for Lawson TV, Lawson Radio.
You didn't go, say, my media cycle, say, oh, a high Newton, I feel a call building, a higher well established than that.
Yes.
You need not to.
Yes.
Put in so much. I so struggle, put it in because the station is going to build around your name. Then you are there. But only penny kasa. You don't just say no, but you have a way, a nice way
to deal with it.
Even if it is no cry, polite way,
in a respectable manner.
And they can purchase away a beer,
but no catch
it. In a respectable manner. But they go longer me or the real channel. Me Obama project beer.
Nanke kitano.
Na a chamber, but I told him. For now, I am heading here.
Oko boha kakra. Se mreno suna is obaha na.
Near future, I was now I'm talking. Say me want finish business.
Yes.
Be I said me your baby.
Se be aka.
They be our come say would you do what? Very shocking, but it drew very shocking near the end of Fufian Twata.
Yeah. Oh.
DBC.
Oh.
Arrow. Nyamenfa. Pedino the cra NCA enfama omo no ananti bia no say or a good man.
Yeah. People are saying he's a good man.
Or a good man.
Or be the bright boy till us man make me one of frame. You know catch him so once we finish feed them ko Kesben. to his biggest surprise or one papa na say Joe friend or mom in his tenants or in the office dinko. Papa bizane so 10 was what one which you but WW so pet down with her or so pet down one castle pay me 2 academy or 2 academano and who's watching Bushmaker to raise it to a certain kind of percentage be the man and was a panel ban on the mood dinko shame cry cancer my head daddy tremo of a brego oh brow be we just go through a lot for nothing.
Okay. Yaramo bibia chance mo bibia kwaba ya trust na no pay later part of the show no pay you need the minority leader honorable Alexander Osahini Afenyo Markin any ebedi nkobo ewo ha na okanse bebre edi nkomo bebre enti ena no pay sempi wo ho a eni pani no be di ho nkomo ewo ha na ye enkomo no ebenya no part 1 part 2 enti ya no wa hye nso na wama afidie no ada heya anye den ya dia aka nyina ebeba. Okay, Franco,
the voice of the morning.
Na yes, ese omo probi. What is that story no? You see what mem senior high.
Me say no na we who course who place course wanted to gather a whole lot of information about
I say security manner or at post. Na school ni ba mem senior high secondary school. O free school mu ho. Ekoye de okoye wa bontin. Na nobody knows that they could okoye ye. Na obedru ho na mredi no. Na security ni no allegedly. You say osi just one in the dark. Nyesa obebo pedifo amani ama omo punish no. No si o si ebe punish me there. Any punish me from ase. Na zabana ti ase to ne beda. Na odi akra iko wura ni dem security post or omo contest there security contest wo ko wura ho allegedly say akwada no test boys binum say the security papa person ni yemini and then omo ko to share no so omo ko kire papa no ni abayiwa no ewo papa ne dem ne ko wi akire no Franco Jai
ade ni si
na easy report allegedly just student binum crowd omo saki kan no see America say enra report am jam say ye de na kwa akoma eni papa no net wo no school ni net ni nche wo mpa no to wo no no na ni dem no this school for no dem saki kan kakra wi achi ye no koma positive any ehun se wa do bebre o dey see one say GSSA omo e de mo agiasem no omo probi that alleged sexual misconduct involved with a security officer mem senior high school one.
Over. And I mean, when you are asking series of questions related to it. Now, the idea be a girl ni pio kwa bonti kwa de now. Obi amfa hu say you. The course ya samna a course between the security man and the lady no. Of there be a car back in every institution. Your rules and regulations. In every aspect of life, your rules and regulations. And the laws here you tell you your rules and regulations are the ebedi mabasa den na wo ye nyanche wo wet my do person ye utie de ekoso if it is true then means say security man we wonye ne baako overtie if it is true asem na eba abonte no maybe oni mbenipa bebre dis ankomo nkwa bebre dis ankomo maybe it's into that kind of act. There be a come say ignorance of the law is never an excuse. Of a day way, and what the internal matter and goes outside the internal matter. Because we are talking about sexual harassment. When you say acquiring into a person who about and that's what you do because you are giving the girl a certain kind of condition. Says I can't be actually. Offer, I'm really surprised. Ghana Education Service on offer code of conduct, you know, and were 42 regulations. Of code of conduct, you know, and were 42 regulations. Part 1 and part 2 in there it talks about introduction. Out of 42 regulations, you know, sub clauses near Makumakum 125. Of a sub clauses, you know, and 125. Now, section 38.c, you know, or say sexual violence in Mkwau, it talks about 13 sub clauses. Sexual violence, it talks about 13 sub clauses. Now, if you look at 125 clauses now, Emu Makumaku 26 is talking about sexual harassment and it's talking about sexual violence, you know. And you 125 clauses. And American more 42 regulations. Out of the 42 regulations, you know, section 3.8c is talking about sexual violence, and one is talking about 13 clauses, sub clauses. Now, out of the 125, 26 no talks directly about sexual and gender-based misconduct and violence, and then quite 20.8%. And the chair will say the Ghana Education Service, any painful they know this kind of act. And we be at the emphasis now more than one out of the 42 regulations, Rafa, and 20.8% directly linked to sexual abuse, sexual harassment, sexual violence, gender-based. But teachers for the student, they will do it. Anybody can catch us say. Even if you are a security man, you might be illiterate, you might be not offer. And the law, it doesn't talk about ignorance. A law no catch us ignorance of the law is never an excuse. Right? Idea way. Now it goes beyond the domain and the jurisdiction of the school. Because a Ghana Education Service for so much now some investigations we are. Now so for a Bob Paya, then we are going to go outside the jurisdiction of Ghana and go to a court of competent jurisdiction to prove the matter and maybe punishment already the money panel. Over here. If you look at the criminal offense, section 101 of the Criminal Offences Act, Act 1960, Act 29, it talks about defilement and rape of a child. Akwa wabaskui, minimum age. Whether the Akwa will do 18 and also one 18, the Akwa person in the year is under duress. It is not willingly coming from the child. They say, on one can say, BM so person we are sadino. Adia Udinya can just say, Akwa Pia Kwabontain. ABOP one can't get teachers for 1 year exit, 1 year permission, 1 year official note to be on PA. But for me to have a good way with you, no, just I know that. No, for listening to the law.
Allegedly.
Okay, allegedly, me that say.
Sure.
The Children's Act 1998, Act 50, protection of children from abuse and exploitation. From abuse and exploitation. Their air question, if it is true, now a person who use no capacity in the portfolio kitano as a secret man to abuse a child.
That's the order of the day.
I say, said yeah.
We go pay Juma. Chairman with Chiaka form.
Thank you.
We hear more.
Just what the Chiaka form.
At an disadvantageous position.
Yes. Yes. Yahu lectures or more charm crowd. I just want to crowd down on my max. Or I can't say 200 to be just pass you just because he wants to abuse a child.
Yeah.
And offer it is talking about defilement and rape. Now exploitation. Now, if you look at Article 28 of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, the right of every child from protection from physical abuse and moral harm. So, Article 28 of the 1992 Constitution is also talking about this kind of sexual violence.
Okay.
Anybody can catch us. If you look at Code of Conduct now, I have 42 regulations, 125 sub-clauses, and no Section 3.8 it says sexual violence, and no 13 sub-clauses, 125 clauses, and 26 is talking about sexual harassment, 20.8%. Adi akosui. Me pese ye kwa asemu pani eti asemu because once security man anymore. As a Osrese, as a is coming to me as a surprise or a mirage, as a one success, I don't make me up so or be any motive. Now, the Ghana Education Service, they should set up a committee. They should go deeper into it. Of a chat so, you made my cast some their show, and I come tango can HR so by Jimmy or just on him that and a son man. If you call has maybe an
Tessa. Okay, so you ever said, I don't know, Ebesiako. Na me pamono GS agia tumto mo yanhwemu wo honom no said Ebesiako no na afei de wonsem enso amao. Well, Ghana removed 2,281 migrant beggars and 774 other illegal immigrants involved in transitional organized crime in 2025. Interior Minister Muntaka Mubarak has disclosed, updating the public at the Government Accountability Series on Monday, August 24th. The minister said Ghana Immigration Service had continued to remove foreign nationals found to be engaging in irregular migration and unlawful activities. The woman here on set and say yakwan so obedru na cry don't use that phrase. You don't have a problem with you when you say onamfo.
Me who's one who crowd.
Do I look like somebody encouraging them?
Okay, I withdraw. I render unqualified. I render unqualified.
I mean, we are breeding criminals.
It's a serious thing.
We are breeding prostitutes.
It's true.
I mean, because they be American. Can Japan can't say we say. Be careful when you are fighting with somebody who has nothing.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
So only will be that person he has not. He doesn't care about anything.
He has nothing to lose. He doesn't have any property.
Be careful. And age 6, age 8, age 9, age 10, age 12. Any idea? America crowd they can't. And you know quite to be because I've been fed the idea. I've been so. And the Ghana of Aba.
Yes.
Only mammy or only papa. Only Dabi or ha. And 1 year Japadia Bia. And you would turn on your own Zunya Bibia or be park of petrol okura. Then no started. Ghana no so better more security said the tear anybody will for starting to robbery.
Yes, it's a serious thing. It's a serious thing.
And the Abban said, Quran 2,281. 2,281.
Hey.
And Honorable Muntaka Mubarak ama Yasan a more free street. And no idea. But the last time I think I heard Honorable Muntaka Mubarak speak or say, getting them back to their country, and Ababe major problem. Because baby, on we transition the far at the Bahan. And if we are taking them back, baby, on we transition, go for person me quine. Am I the home I go back to our country? I know one major challenger, and also but I think all in all, you start to see a clear of the street.
Of begging and
of course.
It is an illegality.
Yeah, on my number.
Begging, and you will also be or say I'm begging. And no, per the Constitution of Ghana, it is an illegality. Where offer, if you look at Beggars and Destitute Act 1969, NLCD 392(1), or say offense of begging under Section 2, anyone found begging or wandering in public places to beg can be arrested by the police without a warrant. And the police will commit natural just because original Kwame who says risk. Because it's against the Constitution of Ghana. It is an illegality. But there be a catch me say, Barack Hussein Obama small kind in 21 say ring bells in my mind. Obama say we should have stronger institutions, not stronger personalities. Your security agencies will come, the Ghana Immigration Service, the Ghana Police Service, your other services, they know say this kind of act is an illegality. But there be a mon among some risk. Where Mesud Ode uko fie anabia uko krom unya do baby to say children's parker menim say shada so mu be gu ha you see maybe 50 or 100 people na reho sems of mame phone say dey jai ho no ma jama nkraba be gina kwan ho the dangerous aspect is that me ma hu bia ka abo akwa no bi pen ka abo akwa no bi pen and they just lay the keys to the road no ma can some the action kwan na nkwan mom na esreska these are kids who are not even 18 years. It is an illegality. We have laws, we have rules, we have regulations. Instead of us to make sure we are brave to fight against it, always there we say, hey, as one okay. Echo said 2,281 people. Of a Chinada, you must have no sign to be. Chinada, Yaniana made me say so many answer, only be Breneko.
Young encouraging petting for not this time around here. And Yania bit any. No more,
because it's a serious thing of us now. Can say,
oh, why not?
Me say to say who say. Anyamiadum ebia wo your project bi wo ba adwuma o bom paye da say there should not be any political instability.
Of course.
O bom paye say peace na area ni wo Ghana no matter what differences, no matter our jurisdiction, no matter everything, wo dey asumdwe na nkoso. the only capreno the only sheno ono kwampo bom person to kwabes with manya ho kwet madi no mafo e di samfu okroma enti na bia make say sa coup d'etat ne sa no we should not even pray for it because for her they still look at the way people are going through difficult moments to even raise up capital resources to even do business among force fi among for ko nyuma na the only say no money be no bom person the money besi what me akona nim
of course
and it's a serious thing.
Okay,
it's a serious thing.
That's a serious thing. Sanity. Now, OSP, essay or assess extortion allegation against minority leader to determine whether federal investigative action is warranted. Now, before we start now, start the Crown of Franco. What is happening right now is that the minority leader, SU, Sami Jemfi, was saying SU, the multimedia, was you Peace FM, was you Honorable Eric J, was you Omunina, say Omo Air friend extortionist. Now those two platforms is no more try me in the Ebeya Omra Mayo Omwano. They say the woman no.
Of me that the one I was listening to Sami Jemfi and Eric J. Sami Jemfi are listening to him on Newsfire. And then somehow can this is a lawyer or in-depth knowledge about the law, so there are some choice of words that you use. Who you should be an as any panel tries to take you on. Now only a lot of evidence might go against you. Alright, I just checked the meaning of a blackmailer. You see, a person who threatens to reveal a harmful or embarrassing secret about someone to force them to pay money or do something they don't want to do. And a blackmailer, and to be a war secret be. Or be on himself, or the bar bontia in the full glove of the public when if you look at your status and your caliber, portfolio, position, see the national it is going against you. No, I also look at the meaning of an extortionist. An extortionist is a person who gets money, property, or favor from someone by using force, threat, or fear. These are the two words. But if you look at afisem, he's a blackmailer. And you see, the host even says, hey, as someone who can was say, have you ever seen me using this kind of language before? As someone make come in the America, and we know the kind of deals are all here. Or class have you and Erica J. PMO or Peace FM. Almost quite issue the word astonishing and blackmailer for issues, you know. Offer me a samba Kwame can say. Emide say a phenomenon in the court. Emide one, you look at the portfolio of the man or a minority leader. If you look at the largest opposition party, is the NPP. Who leads the front, who pushes the agenda of the NPP in parliament. He's not just an ordinary person.
Okay.
To label you as a black man, just when you just when you put bonini yankasa, what the sincere coins a riaska, every few amount for extortionist, what the pressure be see amount for what you be there through Munzam. And what the corner, Afena has gone to call OSP so bebam. Now they should call them. Maybe some court of command jurisdiction will determine the matter. And over, it's a serious matter.
So now, the onus now lies on the one who alleged.
Yes. To say so be a extortionist, or be a blackmailer.
Ora Samijam Fee, or Erica J.
Yes.
I think from Omon Casemunano, they were no more Casano.
I say, Omana, your business be paid.
More evidence.
I ask why you deal be asked, I deal no.
More evidence.
Yes.
God clearly what to say. If you like, he should dare.
And the way they talk with boldness and courage.
Yes. Erica J, I watched him. Samijam Fee, I watched him.
Yes.
I think this is an evidence.
Yes. This is
a platform that will allow them to say almost sort of evidence or more.
Yes.
Be provided.
But that's offer. They will do proper cross-examination.
Yes.
They will ask questions. Bring your evidence and facts related to the matter.
Yeah.
And then you look at the issues. No crowd, you know. And no crowd, you know. Offer is a serious thing.
You better try now. Well, a group of assembly members in the Bosomichi district of the Ashanti region are calling for a vote of no confidence against their district chief executive, Honorable Engineer Hamidu Abdallah. According to them, the Bosomichi District Assembly is composed of 52 assembly members in total, made up of 35 elected assembly members and then 15 government appointees, 1 district chief executive and 1 member of parliament. And that 24 out of the 35 elected assembly members have signed the petition. Speaking on behalf of the aggrieved members, by Nana Kwesi Nyansapo, the assembly members for Akofe electoral area. He said they are accusing the DC and its management of poor leadership, misplaced priority, and blocking development in the district's 67 communities. On the first charge, Nana Nyansapo said the renovation of the Assembly's conference center at Kokoado was captured in the Assembly's budget, yet 8 months on, the facility remains unrenovated, forcing the Assembly to hold its General Assembly meetings in church auditoriums and university lecture halls, which makes it difficult to discuss certain sensitive district issues. He further alleged that there is an inappropriate use of the district road improvement program drip machines. According to him, the MP for Bosomtwe is ready to provide fuel for the machines to work for 2 days in each electoral area, but the DC has been reluctant to release the equipment, and that the machines are only released when individuals or community pay cash, while the inner roads in most communities remain in deplorable condition. On priorities, Honorable Nyansapo question why the renovation of the DC is Eti Franco. The woman no actually say assembly members are omo awo bosome frɛ bosomtwe rather over Jimmy. Omo wo bosomtwe district assembly. And I sorry say omo DC ya omo ne wo no mo. Obani e friend Hamidu Abdallah. Dabi ade bia wo ye no omo ntiase. Baako eye say papa yi am assembly budget capture say ya jiska ye renovation wo ba bia assembly no betra ayo nhemu ne ade. Na besi ne omo renovation bia nso e wo ho. Eno ati drip machines MP kura tibi kase opeso di igum wotofu wala gum na nka machine akwa ye adwuma e wo communities no because drip machines na adwuma no say be ye adwuma those communities. This is your own release machine no na mom so bi kono akwa han a wo betua ska ene na this year release ana mo just say da bi akwa mambofo etini nya adwuma ya ka say ne ye adwuma enye yie edo mo mpani bio. Okay, wow. Honorable Hamidu Abdallah, dear pa na ba ye nti ama omo kase omo DC wa mase wo ba be boa bosomtwe nemom wo ba se ono no ye die no ope wo be bo man no ene ade edie ntia na woni assembly members no edodo no a kata omo chese omo dodo no okọ assembly ho no a omo ye 52 in total. Now 35 elected assembly members and 15 government appointees and a more a DC bako and a member of parliament. A total of 24 out of the 35 elected assembly members no sign petitions no petition na chere say omotopanino omompeno. Okay, well, I want someone gaza say in city young kwai na Honorable Hamidu Abdallah menene yeni nkomo kakra na fe yentoa so enko yenim ora mo ba jote me ga mo achi
getio ara mo metonka
na apomu ye
oh yamina dom abo de na da roma ade achi de yamia do bibia boko
ara de na ba
wada roma me da wasigeti anopai me obesie na o se mi aka me anopai mi wo studio na me no kasa sebi nanka eno na ye boni ni die kwaso na som se akontrol bi edamanim ma sa antima maso odaroma anopai me fo fidie so na me chia Ghana mapanyi na me chia wa mu no adwuma pa o yere magana ene ya de share wo bosontwe enchi bia me bia panyi sia me je fika sem bi o se policy is a contact sport so na make as leadership is a contact sport e dia uri nipa na ye adwuma yi e dia de bia no sebi onyuma di a wodi no nyini nyina na sebi ebi beti ni nyina ase ene nyini nyina na ebia wode hye ne to monten so abi beti wase eni manimu ya ene no bi wo so obe ya obi wo ha wonte wase a obenya mre ne wachichi mu na nka mu me hwese sansem da bonti no nka assembly member DC die ke heard him saying ke better na see be management ne be busebuse mu and sample na nke bua wonten na but other ma aba monti dey o say premier ni chechiri nyina mu it is say Friday na me so be nya copy of petition a free akokofe assembly member say no letter head na da so na ye be wa assembly na o he letter na chia o kin kemu a so we the undersigned assembly members inside no ma me who assembly members are almost signature attached me who be asa I only saw his letterhead na me bwana mo free presiding member beside say whether so when him who be a also no so your own the petition and every brain na he was not part of the petition me free some elected assembly members so almost won him who they don't have any idea about this petition and on one side petition be I also spoke to the government appointees say petition be say na ba ama enra government appointees crampo a press conference or assembly hall actually said they have no hand in any petitioner they aba say for my removal but kiti sabi ye di jumedie once issues no more reason no e ho be hia se be chichiri mu said the be obi bia woti obi a wo hwebia no be nya entiye wo mu ye se bi de kokwado renovation kokwado no ye building bia na restaurant so call it those days ultra presidential villa na na to so now your friend a rest house. Today a restaurant with a conference or an assembly, a meeting a woman. I think over 8 years now, and now I'm abandoned for restaurants. They're good for some time now, but 8 years there was a 5 years in the assembly. Any meeting a woman because of the building has been abandoned. I'm out for maybe chief executive in 1 year, some few months in as part of a legacy project. And then me consider under legacy project. So you very innovative. So the be a be a and Katie said, budget is just an estimate. The budget say, you see, buy the Berea, you may use Eddie BIA. For the 2025, no budget, common fund, 22 million. We only had 16 million. 16 million, says, I mean, we have to prioritize our projects. Also, the who here, you because it's coming in your day. Nasako Quadri restaurants didn't even that means a coordinated building now, we can only go there the maximum 4 times within a year. Because General Assembly meeting, the maximum 4 within a year. Now, budget at home, any renovation is around 700,000. And the many management charges say, why are we going to spend 700,000 on a building? On a building, we can only go there 4 times in a year. Meanwhile, we have classrooms your problems, your problems. So let's focus on that one. Near private investor or your restaurant and then we can be having access to the conference room as and when your general meetings. So this statement I'm making about your last general assembly meeting, a young committee, and say, do they still want me to use the 700,000 as a main investor no may? And they agree with me, say it is best for us young per investor, which is captured in a general assembly meeting. An assembly member or they elected about one thing, one by the last general assembly meeting. Into any one was one test assembly now, only sign to the moon and let's say, oh, make me the copy of the general assembly meeting. I capture a chair baby, I may carry question there by any away meetings, away ministry. Number 2, you can drift machines in one sem. Madaroma, you can drift machines once. Say latter part be match mo na MPD request by say obeso full drift machines no na ye reshape your assembly members no ekurum. Until later by as chief executive, what you do is you mail it to the appropriate quarters to make sure someone coordinating director say on take the necessary action. To coordinating director is a kind no afraid the drift coordinator no and afraid budget officer say any finance officer say how they can release funds from MP's common fund to do that. When a budget officer I catch say MP budget or they buy they prepare they come from the common fund they call for approval no. While state fuel so be fuel until they don't have a budget line. And as I'm making anybody who is an district assembly knows what I'm saying. Say once you don't have a budget line, you cannot spend. Until the advice or the mind and say then train call budget review, then can you go review MP budget no and reflect it so but you have a component in shame so be fuel. It is a meeting as coordinating director, drip coordinator, the budget officer, any MP aid, Ankasa or the Maya assembly. You didn't say MP aid, 10 beyond representing any. Was a meeting. I say which area you can look for the MP's aid and ask him, sir, sign come away in Korswa. Omudi didn't hear na me was presiding me information from coordinating that. Na me the presiding member say, yes, a budget line ho nti na naroma ye budget line na ye idin komo ni area. Ye be ye de sha se ayesa adwuma no. Ama ye budget review no, omo dey close to 140,000. She for fuel, but the budget has not been uploaded. When the budget has not been uploaded, I cannot pay to that. I'm not the one to pay. I'm not the one to release funds. So how would I say it's a main farm machine in when you don't have it? This has been communicated to the presiding member, which he cannot deny. He is aware of this communication. Coordinating director is aware of this communication. Budget officer, MP's 8. So how is this an allegation? Even the General Assembly meeting, no, which the Assembly member one by meeting. Inti ebe nwa say Assembly member be gina bontin na sabi or the eka we say individual ba, and for everybody knows that I'm not in charge of the drip machines. The day-to-day administration of the drip machine, I'm not the one supervising it. When a request come, maybe from landlords, maybe assembly members in Ankasa, they put it on their letterheads. Then I'll minute it to the coordinating director. He forward it to the drip coordinator. And that drip coordinator and any assembly members, no, I could delete. They don't deal with me, an individual, me as a DC. Nobody deals with me with a drip machine. What are the requests over Biano? I forward it and I write it on it. I have copies of letters. I can submit it to you. Nobody comes to me. Obama Hokada Busa, make yourself a letter, or letter, then I minute it to the coordinating director, or to the drip coordinator. I don't deal with anybody on drip machines.
Okay. Now, how about this accusation, sir? And we are still we are in a digitalized world. But what the instead of just a laptop and papa, send assembly member be assembly member be document be near there. You don't do that, but rather, ufuele car. Na car no add one single letter, chini pe assembly members. Na just assembly si kano ana oshi di egu. Equally, how much I say? Sometimes this is you fail to brief the assembly members. Our major government policies, including the 10-kilometer road construction project. Makidiama assembly biano fa ho mebo assembly na mane bibia nche ma say wana wo ya wade
Kiti wada remember that was on the issue of tablets. I think budget preparation, we all know how budget preparations are done. The committees go through budget meaning area may go do a large general assembly meeting for 2025. They approve budget for 2026. And when assembly members be say the previous administration need to say better tablets at the amount at the year juma. And I will ask them say when he went to budget preparation, you call budget preparation no. Man can be say answer me until say meeting I said I'm mobile ready this concern there. That means man here because budget preparation no moka committees na budget preparation na assembly members moka ho. Man raise some executive committee meeting. I'm going to do general assembly meeting and handing over note the former DC the man no. There's no way stated in the handing over note say you better tablets am assembly members. Intisadi amunya but any ngobusemu. I call the former DC, say, like a local government, eba be training be amomo funds be. Na sa funds ni mo, like omo has to some component at the end at tablet at the assembly member as part of that training. But that training is kana maso. Until they have no plans of buying any tablets for them. So I gave the communication to them, and they still insisted say, since now you tablets in the farmer, all the 50 assembly members, and it's okay. Common fund. There's no guidelines or common fund will say one city into tablet. Common fund never comes with the guidelines. So you want a tablet quite there, bet with the IGF and they are told them tablet. But some 67 communities now, it's only up to 10 communities per and I said the revenue a assembly no. Into your revenue no very form into your more and into the revenue. We will look at that component and talk about it. You see, I feel do 6 months. In the 8 months, how much have we been accumulated? Equally close to 200 or 300,000. They are tablets at the assembly members. CFM Kura for the day to day. And that arrangement, I guess, cars, that has been the arrangement they have been in for almost 8 to 10 years. I'm a better year. And it's a tablet and a new additional bar. I need to find time to generate the revenue to buy the tablet for them. And as we tweak, and now we have not even agreed on the type of tablet because a better tablet or assembly they buy now. They call general meeting. They should tell us the tablet that they want, the specification, the model, and in any state to the means of getting it out should also be stated. Every 4 years, we are into tablet and because and the method of tablet 4 years assembly man say in case we acquire, do we have to take it back? And I saw the back because so maybe do we have to replace and I say every 4 years be an for new group of assembly because as you may say change of government government appointees now will go, a new one will come. Do we have to buy for all the 50 assembly members every 4 years? We have not agreed on all these things, and you say that you see tablet 10 kilometers of road. Nadaroma Obi Onimbi, I say almost every time at the Rose Ministry, every time I'm in a car with the Rose Minister, they are crying about Bosonki. Why would I sit and say, may 10 kilometers may say a we met and they said, oh, we have submitted letters and Famra. Then they will come and look. We've written letters and we've submitted into the ministry. Rose and DC, it's up to the minister to say, okay, they consider more for 10 kilometers. Where do we want to put it? But the request letter there, they call but it's up to them to come and say, okay, where do we put it 10 kilometers? Then we know what to do. But then yes, I mean, was 10 kilometers about DC. Meanwhile, I've been going there every day fighting for the construction of the road. And can me hear any music because my prayer, my neck, I began to contact the coin. Was on Pinya and came over my basso. But here, the bomb was 10 kilometers, my boat will go. Then what is the essence of me going to Accra?
You don't brief them. But Mammy Misso, sir, our fellow assemblyman and Gaza only know personal Biana.
Wadaroma, say be meaning or personal, me buy a legacy project. Nikruma Kokofena Kayankasa, there's a stationary classroom that has been abandoned for 12 good years. Sebi wa me pamacho obi amesomyo. It is based on the planning and the information I want. We picked Akokofa. It has gone through procurement. I am sure by next week, contractor is going to move to site. If I hate Akokofa, so many programs are I'm there with him. I don't have any personal issue with any assembly member. You might have the issue with me, but me as a DC administrator, I will never have an issue with an assembly member because I'm here to serve for 4 years. After 4 years, I have to leave the office and go home.
Okay. Since I because I don't want assemblyman or coffee assemblyman wa humanito. Also Kakraka.
Mati.
Okay. Honorable, good morning.
Great morning, Keki.
Now where?
Onyankopon tu nti me ho den pa.
What year would DC? Anopaidia na woka.
Me da se. Ni de kan yera ma se ye dwuma bia ye de tu da no mada o meburu. Madane ama ewiase ma nyina eti na ye hwe. Me ready see e me de so wakase woni ni problem bia na wakase afele get project na wo ye ho dwuma no. Nyame ya man next contract beba. Oh, nenia. Me de so me free ho no di ya. For example, here you can question from 2012 and yes, I think you have any film. Or you to one moment on him twice near this. But the all you I didn't know, yeah, well, no other contract number, mammy. Mamma contract a Macassa. Also contract a neighbor site. Not a said in the same quarter, power and play a McQueen because cloud you can't come. It sounds like car something like you couldn't, Yet your mind is a capacity upon the form of and come. It's a quantum with my age, man. Now I'm going to get to September. But I don't know man. For this, I said to lift them at the say, conduct and capacity of being a nephew. Obeying a nephew. Which means I said, oh, my year. I am happy. Yeah, the year to 8 September. And then I'll be a husband, and you can go school. One of Cabot met him with me in a conduct and my nephew conduct a neighbor. So one is about my dad about your home. Or you soon again at the beginning by your hundred to your own apple, and you see a man of final. A quiet somehow okay. Yes, but on Chapano, now a baby as here and or by what we say, Yakupon, and but the air can say, where the abandoned say, assembly be a 10 kilometer rules, Busan say na that will be good see. When you something that what can what we can say that say address what can what material so say na ba na yeda. After this no, o my brother consultation. I mean kuro me because no me dey for nakasa. But some want to create the plan e cost. Any baby e dey ko. Any dog catch something say na ba na dey ba. And this question of someone can say coordinator. Yes, we have a coordinator. This you can say as something like the full of think yemfa committee from water committee so omo nya adwuma no. Maybe now some coordinator no link am won no. Coordinator no jano road abrew. I'm telling you this as a fact. Because any sad dia, and can get a minister on the coordinator. Now they are coordinator no. It won't monitor. It won't share. So you no penny na was see do you man say nkoya. One year the board no. Make more one famo or the wasini no. What about this? Obi an town. Name me person do work see. You from to when you do one thing and say this. But there we can say be anya dia offer. So, what can honorable MP Eddie want them anybody like that? Yes. Sometimes if you have about so and so. Well, you know, no communication when any MP na yet abroad this hard buy. So even another some of the side here our brother answer me koso. We have a platform. How bet number so me account say oh, I didn't do 2 minutes and they say you know what can say that na ko say na yake. Honorable president member Edel and notice drill another petition drill the answer with about 2 weeks. What the answer about now they about what about that. Oh, never a question I have on it. Yet your job and you come upon it to about 100%. But you are the you know what was to change sanity. The cow na yes I do the question we are
enti sama mo bobo so enti na mo so mo dwine ne nya adwuma bi o.
Sabe pepe arifo bi anu bi o.
Asa kazam we mimi gidi se baby am ti dia mimi se ka mo betwa resolve you say a situation whereby akoye say drip machines amanfo ekotua sika no on releasing my DC MP wachirem ho. And I think these things you can sit down nanka mo amotumi atemo say rather than say e bedru baby agika koyi
keti president member man the letter command petition 2 weeks on answer. We only wanted answers from him and say we are who and answer yeah man petition some of what everything was given to him 2 weeks on my answer the ama keti no ka say man ka to win through abroad was here. Wouldn't tell your community allowance is grand in Chiao. Yako PLC meeting allowance a woman so maybe MIA. Yako and
there is more accusing.
MIA. Since I want to 2 workshop, never put on 27 assembly members or more TNT allowances. But this is how much and what here. Now, what I buy say and this is the annual. But on Chedia, never take an okay, can our account there. Yeah, professor, where is the hour month? Busan so chia to account there. No answer my. Na me go to say run assembly so this you know so na atika ba dey run assembly. I medical assembly or secretary IDF you generating money to the development. Tika maybe you adentia because you know the matter on kwafo bi nsemo a wadi jama kwafo bi o munya nkota ma ile kan so bio 200 days kan fa. So we are it should be a hot masa. Over consider kan so bi o hot body so kan so bi o hot mo. So that he must stop but on yet if you manufacturing ko bayan zana Kenya kan nesia na kia gojo wa ma ye kwan if you enter na ma somebody nimbu an kan kan wasem onu kwa o ko na somebody na ho ele o so ko na somebody na ho and nothing ye libri and nothing dey ko du kan ko du say but you need buy na ko ku your friend ya ko na momra na me na mon kasa and so to try he didn't do that what na wouldn't say if you want to use that press conference dey ko so no medical platform so 1 week can find a press conference no one can hold but he's on the platform he read everything. One can only. Why not you say to me, yeah, or what I do this. But my nose, I'm out, you can. Or my nose, you're supposed to be a son of a say, yes, you're 2 hours piano. It's the dear, you know. That about could be.
Honorable.
Hello.
Honorable Agove Assembly member, among for so we are troublesome.
Medasi.
And okay. Yes, we are agreeing. Obia can say, I Chinese phobia. Womo eba messages among for send me the every free community no Chinese company bia eba kokofe ne amankwa de community niema bi omo de ba wo so niema nyina se kogu fie ene ade che se wo de kenka bi ntino DC de wo de ye ni nyina no e otan hunu bi
me pass out here in yaketi Chinese what I no more buy yes my men can't know beyond the pivot 2010 the 12 year number you tell with the mama what I don't to say the things in the amaye over the chance ya the home we are one more edit I fertilizer compute say no more buy it took me myself and I'm no more project and I want to say and the ever support you more no what me here but the idea is many and this here if you don't able of money idea said man I'm quite is after the no I fortune but the man I'm quite a man so they go me see you know that's a DC no DC and I just had that I go to all part of me so that's all you can be me want to see the my not pep and I'm going to no credit pay yet but the make can be
Okay. And the assembly members no am so pese mu tu no no. Mo ya do say. Na o secretary mo de bre no wa assembly member bi a wa sign bibia o.
Wo be so wo be hu no.
Enti bi say o samu na mo assembly o. Mo hia number say anza mo tu atu no.
Ye ya 17 na ba petition no. Yeah, play meeting, you know. Yeah, 2 about 34, 35, and one will be.
34, 35 munya.
What about the end of an
because the government appointee 15, you better almost come on.
Master and category, may say, and yeah, who you have for publishing point you. What men can what in the do or not.
Maybe, sir, this is or no was. Oh, Debbie, would you wouldn't see what's him.
Maybe happen the hour. No, oh, make John sell DC, but you so many order medicine DC, remember my young tree, and something to a brain, and what's my yak. Nobody hates him, we love him, but as attitude now show a walk or not. How was one man the person, and I'm why.
Yo, Mate, what can I say, Mate? Eh?
Madam, what about what I'm going to do? So, no, I can say, you stand here, or we're going to no confidence, you do to Dana, a rebel something. About shocking.
Shocking.
What happened is the fan say, on an appointment to a party meeting. Almost having the Roman Someka, but no question party here can. And some making consult the way appointee. What am I answer to the grant in the tournament on my own credit, but who is thank you and trust in the door. Or P of Jordan command 2 weeks one that. So all this work
as a word, MZBU. I'll go for MZBU.
This is come on to what your office the only be.
The more said the decision, no, the Mujana.
Why you do not? If they say not can be out of 1 year, I thought Priscilla command. So my other 2 weeks and a one. So our mind is made up. We are waiting for the vote of no confidence and we vote against him.
Yo, may I say, Mama, honorable this year, now you're see. Honorable this year.
My tuning in my meaning answer my coming same way. Me engineer Abdullah Hamidu. Wadaruma ofidi be so pop my meaning as na mema honorable assembly man to say. Maybe I see me one idea means through that is to lose a public office. I'm never scared of vote of no confidence. If today a two Obana said me engineer Hamid, you see me go here, I'll gladly pick my things and go home. But posterity knows that maybe a chief executive now, I have never disappointed Bosomtrin. And everybody, so when you have the staff of the assembly, so no more they will tell you that I be a main come from home, but I've never disappointed Bosomtrin. So you can say classroom 1 week. Procurement process is not say the chief executive say. We don't cut corners in procurement process. We don't cut corners. Cut corners are auditors better. And so we need to make sure we follow all the procurement process and make sure the time is due. And it's a procurement is a delay. Say the chief executive, me project ni boha was say they call RCC for approval. Omo project no kwano. One thing is a get fund project I abandoned for so many years. Government really consider get fund project. But I spoke to the get fund. No, say no. Some projects require the mark writing out of their books. So I wrote official letter. I'm copy to them. Say, declare to me. Say, another year free. Now we can go ahead and do that project. How do you expect? What I have communicated? Oh no, when I have find any by my office, I'm a meet them. Say, there are projects delay and say because I get fund no. we have to write for approval for them to release the say income books. You were in my office with that. He's aware of this information. Can I go to get fund and tell them when to respond to my messages?
Okay.
He said, no, maybe we'll out here. I said,
Honorable DC. Honorable DC. Engineer, with the greatest of respect, I some way, baby, I'm a tea. Mentitia mania. Any follow this story for weekend nadiba this week in Tuesday this ankomo we know. Saka ye better who say this issue and we can easily resolve this issue. Me. I don't see it as I didn't who. Maybe I'm a tea. There some assembly members any I don't see it to be an issue at all. But from me communication studies there's just a small gap of which I want to plead. Say, personally, I want to be part of this issue. Of course, I'm free bottom trade. How do I put it? But some especially Lake football near the best football near the you see, but I want to be part of this issue. Many assembly members so ebedin komo. Nanka ye resolving this issue now. Ye moving on. If you grant me this.
Odaroma, I say we are here to serve Bosomtwe, not my personal interest.
Yes.
When this issue came up, I only saw press conference loading on the platform. Let me name the subject of the press conference. Obi and your platform until that Friday morning. And call it on that same assembly, I call it say Mumra. And the government appointee, Professor Joe Otiege, former energy minister or government appointee, he came to respond and say, what press conference are we going to do? Here who content of the press conference. And he around 12 or something, and all the statement better platforms were. And what I mean was that even the press conference was against me. And the Professor Otiege responded to his messages. I said, no, this is not, you cannot level these things without our knowledge. I have the response on the platform, make my forward the amount. So I never knew that even the press conference was even about me. Until they put it out, he was only one communicator on the platform. Professor, I responded and said, no, you cannot go on MFI being a press conference, even him at the crowd. So what is the things that you're going to talk about? And some of these statements in the platforms were, it was allegations against me, which they had already organized their press area or mobile room. So Professor responded. I was in the mosque. It me and I came to see the response from Professor Joe Otiege.
Okay, Honorable
you.
Honorable,
media, I'm ready to solve the problem with all of them. Issues whatever we have to take and solve problem with the assembly members.
Thank you very much.
Already ready.
Thank you very much. Honorable Assemblyman.
Yes, sir.
Honorable, baby asemno. Eka kono de mo kan nyina anu ya eba nyina no me hunu asem hu bia baby ameti me hunu asem hu bia asem a sese nkra no ne de ka. I think it's about time yen trust the nyina enjoy na nka bia be ye kra no a ye mu bi me dance fo e was asem we mu o kire bi no bibi fufuro bi ni ani a ka say na this asem we kra no ye nyina ye dance fo ye witness say this issue was coming up. We sorry July and the team resolving this issue. So at then they be leading to this we say it's horrible. So me akwenya na came to sana mono.
Keti, I was looking for you the other chef. Nanka ya pesa akwenya na sasa tinha na PM petition come on na wanza. So everybody na to no better no wasi say better wasi why not?
Okay.
Makata yentano. Ejuma oya na sabe ya tajuma no. Enyi enkoyi. So better no wasi na sasa ba. Ni afa mara kwan say ya mbe say ni asan bi ya juma ya ni na obia.
Okay. Mate, Honorable Ben Abdallah Nagode. That's it. Okay, Honorable Assemblyman also, me da say, nyami chao. Baby ejano no.
I love your word. Where small. Small is over here. We papa mo to someone on May 20th. May 20th, a year 2025. Unya 100. He is among the few. This is unya 100%.
Yes.
100%.
My many doctor ito yenin komo kakra. Area na Honorable Alexander Fenyoma kezaka say nkomo e wo ha no bedinti. Doctor ito na kwaba.
Yeah, Ofa.
Na wo ye.
Onyankopon de nkwa ache.
Fantastic. Anopai yentie we.
Yo. Ofa meda CP na wahwefo no etifo so ya mo bibia kwa ba e de aba Pemsan Company Limited so opanyi kese pa Dr. James Amwa bebia wo bia papa yankopon hira pa na o se me ba me mfa ni hira nso ma ahwefo ne etifo a da bia ne nroyi mo bo ho daro e ma no na enro no ekọ nanim si yankopon hira mo pa na enro mako 94 na Dr. James Amwa e de aba abonten di kan Semens Vital Herbal Mixture and then the capsules. A drone a friend a guy na a to sin na kwa sunano. No, any account for the amawo. Water no. I will talk a guy precase garlic mixture. Into a tresse, sir, we know 5 and 6. Bakun konya bako. O talk a guy mixture and then the capsules now also talk a guy precase garlic mixture of the count. Now, the other two na can also a guy malamis and a guy herbal tonic. Na edi kan no mebubo numbers no na mo a mo tie no matimi afa numbers no na matimi afre bia wato aduro ni bi upe bi ato watimi akọ no akọ akoto bi ye number ye didi djuma no eye 4 ye di kan no eye 0244 716 557 0244 716 557. The Tosubium A 0244 718 557 0244 718 557. The Aka 0500 88 88 30 0500 88 88 90. Sa numbers 4 ya maboy nyina no e wo WhatsApp. Ti de obe ya maye ne say obe send a WhatsApp message wa bra wo pen ro ne pictures. Na ultimate dia ko pharmacy, herbal shop bi, drugstore bi no akakota aduro ni bi. Na auto wi a be friend numbers na wote ye no. E no be send a hi, ni a send pictures na ma bi a good morning, good afternoon, good evening no ano ni awie. Ye be send ro ne pictures nyina ma na afi wagina so e de apɛ aduro ni bi ato. Na afi nkyeremu bia no wafrɛ age nkyeremu. Afi so ebia pesa o kire o yade ma yehu se betima boa wa me pacha o be send a message audio am pacha abro so 15 seconds se de be betimi atie na yetimi aboa o sa kwan so eno ano no na edura me kan wasem no Semens Vital Herbal Mixture and then the capsules the friend again no na fe wato again precase garlic mixture e de account so infections no adukro pa say ye namun san yade ni bi sexual transmitted infections. Say gonorrhea nom, chlamydia nom, and a yewo, sabi sansan bia begugu. Pato, tedro emiensa. O to mixture and capsules no to a guy precase garlic mixture na de account. Na fe wafre, no wa jinchiremu bia betima boa. Make say bi kra ugusu a wonu munro. Ye say ye betra said the obesi anom wedro no ne de ne de account a emfa nsusu asuboni bia ma. Make say wo ya wu pa. Na yaw na wom ne wode ne nnompem eno na hia neurotransmitter ya frɛ no endorphin maka tro se endorphin no eya adwuma wo nnompe bia wote yaw wom se waposo na yaw ja se wo sisi na yaw koto afa de wo fam wo tiam se wo de wo to ase na twetwon no ye ntini mu ohaw no me pato edura obeto are agan me chane the capsules na afi wato agan precase garlic me chane the account na wo frɛ ya ye betro na kwan pepepe emfa ho se ebia wo da aduro bi so se bia wo pressure wo diabetes wo fua kese ana se wa kakaka wo pese wo so te enti wo gusu a wo nom blood medication bi no bebo masrade no so ate face moja bia abubo apo ni nyina no sane a uguso nom sa aduro no yese frɛn na ye nkyerɛw se de obesi anom sa aduro no ene ye de na ka ho a emfa nsunsuanso bɔne bi ama afei wadidie no num nyina na ye de sa ne ma ne kyerɛw because Dr. James Amwa tete a doctor for ne nurse for a na pick course no nti sɛ obusa wo nsɛm na woyi ano a ɛno bɛgyina so ama na kyerɛ wo deɛ wɔ sɛ woyɛ nnuane bi a wɔ sɛ wodi ebi a wɔn nayɛ no sɔre mu nyinaa no wadwuma mu kwan a wɔ sɛ ɔfa so yɛ adwuma ne nyinaa yɛ de kyerɛ na biribi ayɛ kama wɔ ne nyinaa sɛ wokɔ akɔtɔ aduro no cement vital herbal mixture anaasɛ agan no na afei watɔ agan prɛkɛsɛ garlic mixture no ɛde aka ho na wafrɛ no agye nkyerɛmu nti wokɔ akɔtɔ a yɛsɛ yɛ tactical 442 saa tactical 442 na ɛbɛboa wo bɛrima biara sabi umema sema tofom because untini no emu asisi na sɛ ntini no betumi ada hɔ a ɛno na saa neurotransmitter ɛyɛ chemical yɛ frɛ no nitric oxide no because enuro no bebre na boa ɛma onya nitrate te ma nitric oxide no yɛ adwuma yie ɛyiyi ntini no mantini mu da hɔ nti sɛ ubɛma ne nsɔre a unum aduro no pɛ ubon sɛ bibia gyina brane ɛno yɛ sɛ watɔ aduro no mixture capsules no atɔ agan prekese garlic mixture na kan no afi wa fra beji boys code no be ma ne masisi so kama de amount afi wo pressure nti amount me ma sem ofom wo pressure ugu so num nro anasa wo pressure wo num aduro wo diabetes wo num aduro anasa wo num aduro yesi wo de ni nyina no frɛ yen se aduro no asa na se wo pressure no yehu se still na sa de eternity e wo sora be mu akɔ hospital akɔji wo pressure aduro no na afi wa toye de no mixture no ne capsules no no de agan prekese garlic mixture na ka ho be ma ne ma e kama afi unkwamwa na ofom ana o immune system na ofom kona akoto agan no wo to agan prekese garlic mixture no no ato agan mixture ne capsules e semens no na de aka ho na afi wa free number no 0244 716 557 ena 0244 718 557 ufra ye no be kasa ne akere de wo so we bia na bibia kama ma afi so wo ye no to nchen me kasa fiti kom ne ma nkoye wo ba me pacho e bia ya wom ya no wase yo papa usisi mu ya wo jaden den utifa pai wanu mato woni atenka busumi ba ko konfitire mpre no me pacho eduro na ne agan mixture ene the capsules ena agan prekese garlic mixture toni nyina bom na frɛ na gye nkyeremu bi ɛwɔ hɔ maka kyerɛ sɛ tactical 442 utɔ mixture ne 4 capsules ne 4 na afei watɔ agan prekese garlic mixture ne so 2 de aka ho na afei wafrɛ no wabɛgye nkyeremu bi ɛbɛma wo nneɛma sisi so yie mfiti kɔ a ira ne nyinaa so asan bɛ sisi so brane ɛde ama ho afei so agan malamis no ɛno so yɛ malaria ne typhoid adura sedro we no obi bia wanya malaria na ntontoma no bro plasmodium falciparum ne tete wo obi bia wanya typhoid na ma uyam ya uza uyam tim uyam hie afei so ewo hon ma na bobrim ewo hon wa ye mre uya dma kakra bi no wa bre be pa chokota gan malam sene bi na to wi a wa be frɛ numbers no ne akere o de wo so ye afei so ama wanya hallucination na sense encephalopathy high fever ni bi otuwa na kasa fe otumi raps bia obi kwa do se na akoma etito kajetia na osan akɔ na ɔkɔfa na akoma te a wo te ase me pacho tibia na wadum no ehu me pacho ni nyina na ya gan malamis no na bɛboa infections bia unya ye a tete wadokro wa mo afo aye kete malaria na boa amma sisia no yam ya wo ya dendenden me pacho kɔtɔ agan malamis ni bi na wotɔ wi a wo ho atɔ no se recovery ni bɛyɛ ntem na already na da hɔ na ha afei fon ye watumi asan nya hyema body na ye kama afei so nneɛma sɛ o system no trace elements ahodo a wahwere ni nyina obesa nya bie mu a me pacho ni nyina nsa okɔtɔ agan herbal tonic no samoja duro we Dr. James Amuade enuaba 80% ɛna nhaban 20% te tro sɛ duro ne frem na dwuma na ɛkɔ akɔbɔ no me pacho ano den te so to na de kan ho be siesie rede na da hɔ kama afei so ɛbɛma o system na ye kama se woni so ebri wo ebia wo de no iron no na wo fom wo iron deficiency e be balance amawa ni nyina nsa oto agan herbal tonic no be ma ne be sisi so ye afei so ebia wo de ne de bon marrow no echim na wo kase no na issue wo ho te ama moja no entimi ma te da bia na akwa anemic moja no ria na ere wo sori na wutu ahwe me pacho to edukro na wo so afa afro e sign say wo folics e wo form ti me pacho benya folate ana say folic acid na me pacho e ya gan
herbal tonic no because my catch was with trace elements ni na niacin no mo tryptophan no nyina wo mu a eboa flavonoids ahodo nti eboa hye nipadua no ma already ne da ho ma nipadua no adwuma no eye kama insurance boni bi anim ni nyina nso okoto a gang range of products ni nyina na wo wia numbers here mesan be sisu bi mi wo be frɛ na wagye nkyeremu bia wo ho bia na boa ma ne ma sisisu ye be pacho ye nro no e pharmacies herbal shops, drug stores, chemical shops, BTC PFA pharmacy no na Repast Ventures e wo kanshi drug lane. But oni nyina de ben wo bia de borura ho. Be bia wonim se je tu aduro bia kɔ ho. Na koto bi kolnak dani heba no nyina wo bi. Na a social taxi station o mankasim so be hu je heba. Ni nyina say numbers no 0244 716 557. That's right. 0244 716 557 and I was 0244 718 557 0244 718 557 the tosu biomi 0500 88 88 30 0500 88 88 90 friend and answer send a message e WhatsApp ni enu ni nkomo na ka ti wo ba bia say agan a de obeji so ama say eto sin na ko suna pepe ofa what else in yankopon ye
dog me da say na no pay e won sempa wo de amaye Robo Alexander afenyo makinse ne nkomo no ye de ba na answer na no me ba sisi a na afi ya fa free one mo
Abusian Lawson Enterprise. Yaba moba. Eha eye one.
Hey.
So say akwana pia kwa abonten ebi opie wanka nche teachers for wanye exit wanye permission wanye official note bi amfa mpie but for me to have a good way with you no just am no order no for listening to the law
allegedly
okay allegedly me that say
sure
the Children's Act 1998 Act 50 protection of children from abuse and exploitation their air question if it is true na ba pan person use on no capacity in the portfolio kitano as a secret man to abuse a child.
That's the order of the day.
I say said here.
We go pay Juma. Chemlo chiaka form.
Thank you.
We hear more.
Just what the chiaka form.
At an disadvantageous position.
Yes. Yes. Yahoo lectures or more cham crowd. Just on your crowd down on my max. Or I can't say 200 to be just pass you just because he wants to abuse a child.
Yeah.
And offer it is talking about defilement and rape. Now exploitation. Now, if you look at Article 28 of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, the right of every child from protection from physical abuse and moral harm. So Article 28 of the 1992 Constitution is also talking about this kind of sexual violence.
Okay.
Anybody can catch us. If you look at Code of Conduct now, I have 42 regulations, 125 sub-clauses, and no section 3.18 says sexual violence, and on 13 sub-clauses, 125 clauses, 26 is talking about sexual harassment, 20.8%. Adi akosui. Me pese ye kwa asem no pa ne tiasem because won't oh security man anymore. As a osrese as a is coming to me as a surprise or a mirage be as a one success no metimi akoso obi any motive. Now the Ghana Education Service, they should set up a committee so they should go deeper into it of a chat so ho you make mark asem dia show and Kwame Tanko kwan HR so be jimi adwuma mu ha je so ne meda ene sa no ma no e bi okwa kwa hwase bi entesa
bia na entesa. Okay, so you ever said eno no ebesi akọ na empamo no GS agia tum so mo ya nhwemu wo honom no said ebesi akọ no na afi de wonsem and so amao. Well, Ghana removed 2,281 migrant beggars and 774 other illegal immigrants involved in transitional organized crime in 2025. Interior Minister Muntaka Mubarak has disclosed, updating the public at the Government Accountability Series on Monday, August 24th. The minister said Ghana Immigration Service had continued to remove foreign nationals found to be engaging in irregular migration and unlawful activities. The woman here on set and say yakwan so obedru onan cry jakwan
onamfofo no
don't use that phrase. You know I have a problem with you when you say onamfofo.
Me who is what we kura kura
baba. I look like somebody encouraging them.
Unya wo manu akwa we na si no loke no. Okay, I withdraw. Yes, I render unqualified.
I mean, we are breeding criminals.
It's a serious thing.
We are breeding prostitutes.
It's true.
I mean, because they be American. Can I Japan can't say, be careful when you are fighting with somebody who has nothing to
do. It's true.
So only will be that person he has not. He doesn't care about anything.
He has nothing to lose. He doesn't have any property.
Be careful. Enti Ghana na ya tum na nkwadai age 6, age 8, age 9, age 10, age 12. Any idea obujeja kwansu yi. Ebe kakra no they can't. Enyina kwan to be because abren fedi ai den. Abena ni so. Enti onfiri Ghana ofiri ba bi na aba.
Yes.
Oni ma me wa oni papa wa ha. Oni dan bi wa ha. Anu oni ajapade bi wa ha. And he would turn on Zunya Bibia or be park of petrol okura. Then no start it. Ghana no so better mo security said the tear anybody will be for starting to robbery.
It's a serious thing. It's a serious thing.
And the Abban said, Quran 2,281. 2,281. And Honorable Muntaka Mubarak ama Yasan a more free street no so. No idea, but the last time I think I heard Honorable Muntaka Mubarak speak or say getting them back to their country, and ababe major problem because baby on we transition the far at the bahan and if we are taking them back, baby on we transition conform person me kwine am I the home afar go back to our country. And one major challenger and also but I think all in all, yes. You start to see a clear off the street. Of course.
It is an illegality. Begging. And you also be or say I'm begging. Per the Constitution of Ghana, it is an illegality. Where offer, if you look at Beggars and Destitute Act 1969, NLCD 392, or say offense of begging. Under Section 2, anyone found begging or wandering in public places to beg can be arrested by the police without a warrant. And the police will commit natural just because because it's against the Constitution of Ghana. It is an illegality. But there be a catch me say Barack Hussein Obama small in 21 say ring bells in my mind. Obama say we should have stronger institutions, not stronger personalities. Your security agencies will come, the Ghana Immigration Service, the Ghana Police Service, your other services, they know say this kind of act is an illegality. But there be a money among some where Mesu o de wo kofie anabia wo kokrom unya do ba bi to say children's park menim say shada so mu be gu ha you see maybe 50 or 100 people na reho sem so far maame phone say de jai ho no ma jama nkra ba be gina kwan ho the dangerous aspect is that me mahu bia ka abo akra no bi pen ka abo akra no bi pen and they just lay the keys to the road no ma can some dey akire nkran na nkran no mom na esreska these are kids who are not even 18 years it is an illegality. We have laws, we have rules, we have regulations. Instead of us to make sure we to fight against it, always we say, hey, as one okay. Echo said 281 people. Of a Chinada, you must have no more sign to be. Chinada, Yaniana maybe I'm saying, so many answer, only be Breneko.
Young encouraging pedding for not this time around here. And yan between any. No more,
because it's a serious thing of us now. Can say,
oh, why not?
Me say, to say, who say. Anya miadum ebia we project bi wo ba adwuma o bom paye da say there should not be any political instability.
Of course.
O bom paye say peace na area ni Ghana no matter what differences, no matter our jurisdiction, no matter everything, we dey asumdwe na nkoso. The only capre no, the only hwe no, ono kwampo bom paye say to kwabes no manya ho kwat madi no mafo, e di samfu okroma. Enti na bia make say sa kubita ne sa no we should not even pray for it. Because for her, if you look at the way people are going through difficult moments to even raise up capital, resources to even do business. Among force if among for numana, the only side no money be no bomb pass at the money base. What me akonanim.
Of course.
And it's a serious thing.
Okay.
It's a serious thing.
That's a serious thing. Sanity. Now OSP essay or assess extortion allegation against minority leader to determine whether further investigative action is warranted. Now, before we start here, now start the Crown Franco. What is happening right now is that the minority leader, SU, Sami Jemfi, was saying SU, the multimedia, was you, Peace FM, was you, Honorable Eric J, was you, Omunina. Say omo a friend extortionist. Now those two platforms is no mo try omo here. Nti ebe ya omo mra me yo omo ano. They say the a woman no.
Of me that the one I was listening to Sami Jemfi and Erica J. Sami Jemfi I listening to him on Newsfire. And then somehow can this is a lawyer or in-depth knowledge about the law. So there are some choice of words that you use. Who you should be as any panel tries to take you on. Now only a lot of evidence might go against you. Okay. I just checked the meaning of a blackmailer. You see, a person who threatens to reveal a harmful or embarrassing secret about someone to force them to pay money or do something they don't want to do. And a blackmailer. And to be a war secret be or be on himself no or the bar bontia in the full glove of the public when if you look at your status and your caliber, portfolio kita no position kita ono. See the national it is going against you. No far. I also look at the meaning of an extortionist. An extortionist is a person who gets money, property, or favor from someone by using force, threat, or fear. These are the two words. But if you look at Afeno Markin, he's a blackmailer. And you see, the host even says, hey, as someone who can was say, have you ever seen me using this kind of language before? As someone make come in the America, and we know the kind of deals are all here. Or class I and Nina Erica J. So PM or Peace FM. Almost quite issue the word astonishing and blackmailer for issues, you know. Offer me a samba Kwame can say. Emide say a phenomenon is a court. Emide one. You look at the portfolio of the man or a minority leader. If you look at the largest opposition party, is the NPP. Open who leads the front. Who pushes the agenda of the MPP in parliament? He's not just an ordinary person.
Okay.
To label you as a black man, just when you just when you bonini yankasa, what the sincere coins a riaska, any fear amount for extortionist, what the pressure be see amount for what you be there through Munzam. And what said the corner, Afena has gone to call OSP so bebam. Now they should call them. Maybe some court of command jurisdiction will determine the matter. And over, it's a serious matter.
So now, the onus now lies on the one who alleged.
Yes. To say so be a extortionist, will be a blackmailer.
Ora Sami Jemfi, Ora Erica J.
Yes.
I think from Omun Kasemunino, they were no more Casaro.
I say, Omana your business be paying.
More evidence.
I ask why you deal be asked that deal no.
More evidence.
Yes.
God clearly what to say. If you like, he should dare.
Dare. And the way they talk with boldness and courage.
Yes. Erica J, I watched him. Savage and Via.
Yes.
I watched him.
Yes.
I think this is an avenue.
Yes. This is
a platform.
That's it.
That will allow them
yes.
to say almost sort of evidence or more.
Yes.
Or be provided.
That's offer. They will do proper cross-examination.
Yes.
They will ask questions. Bring your evidence and facts related to the matter.
Yeah.
And then you look at the issues. No crowd, you know. And then no crowd, you know. Of it's a serious thing.
You ever try now? Well, a group of assembly members in the Bosomchi district of the Ashanti region are calling for a vote of no confidence against their district chief executive, Honorable Engineer Hamidu Abdallah. According to them, the Bosomchi district assembly is composed of 52 assembly members in total, made up of 35 elected assembly members and then 15 government appointees, 1 district chief executive and 1 member of parliament. And that 24 out of the 35 elected assembly members have signed the petition. Speaking on behalf of the aggrieved members by Nana Kwesi Nyansapo, the assembly members for Akofe electoral area, he said they are accusing the DCE and its management of poor leadership, misplaced priority, and blocking development in the district's 67 communities. On the first charge, Nananya Support said the renovation of the Assembly's conference center at Kokwado was captured in the Assembly's budget, yet 8 months on, the facility remains unrenovated, forcing the Assembly to hold its General Assembly meetings in church auditoriums and university lecture halls, which makes it difficult to discuss certain sensitive district issues. He further alleged that there is an inappropriate use of the district road improvement program drip machines. According to him, the MP for Bosomchi is ready to provide fuel for the machines to work for 2 days in each electoral area, but the DCE has been reluctant to release the equipment, and that the machines are only released when individuals or community pay cash, while the inner roads in most communities remain in deplorable condition. On priorities, Honorable Nyanzapo questioned why the renovation of the DCE is Eti Franco. The woman no actually say assembly members are omo awo bosome frɛ bosomtwe rather over Jeremy omo wo bosomtwe district assembly and I sorry say omo DC ya omo ne wo no mo obani e friend Hamidu Abdallah dabi ade bia wo ye no omo ntiase baako eye say papa yi am assembly budget a capture say ya just sky renovation wo ba bia assembly no betra ayo nhemu ni ade na besi ne omo renovation bia nso e wo ho and what drip machines MP kura to be kase opeso di igum wotofu ala gum na nka machine akwa ye adwuma e wo communities no because drip machines da adwuma no say be ye adwuma those communities. This is your own releasing machine, no? No, I'm so we call no high. I'll bet you car. And then this year release it. I know much said that we are calling man before it in Yajuma. You can't say any Yajuma and ye and to penny bill. Okay, well, Honorable Hamidu Abdallah. Dear Pa Naba Yenti. Ama omo kase omo DC. Wa mase wa ba be boa bosomtwe. Nemom wo ba se ono no ye die no wope wo be bo man no ane ade edie ntia na woni assembly members no edodo no a kata omo chese omo dodo no okọ assembly ho no a omo ye 52 in total na 35 elected assembly members and 15 government appointees and omo a DC baako and a member of parliament, a total of 24 out of the 35 elected assembly members no omo nyina sign petitions no petition na kire say omo to pani no omo mpe no. Okay, well, I want someone kaza say ni sitie yenkwai na Honorable Hamidu Abdallah. Menen Yenin Komokaka. Nafe Yentoso and Court Yenim. Or I'm about to make a march.
Get you, Metonka.
Now, upon me.
Oh, Yaminadum, a board in the Roma, the Achi, Yamia to be a boko.
I don't know.
Wadaroma meda wasigeti anopay obese na osemi anka masami anopay mi wo studio na me no kasa sebi na nka no na ye boni ni die kwaso na som say akonto bi edam animity na ma sa antima maso wadaroma anopay me fo fidie so na me chia Ghana mampanyi na me chia wa mu no adwuma pa o yere magana ene ade share wo boso twen enche bia me bia panyi se me je fika se bi o say policies is a contact sport so na make us leadership is a contact sport e dia ori nipa na ye adwuma yi e dia de bia no se bi onwuma di a wodi no nyini nyina na se bi ebi beti nyina ase ene nyini nyina na e bia o de hye ne to monten so a bi beti wase animanimu ya ene no bi wo so obe ya obi wo ha wonte wase a obenya mre na wachichi mu na nka mu me hwese sansem e da bonti no anka assembly member DC die ke ye hwani mu senke be tena se ya be management ne be busebuse mu ansampo na nka ebu abonten na but wadaro ma aba monti die o se pemre ne chechiri nyina mu etisa say Friday na me so binya copy of petition a free akokofe assembly member say no letterhead na da so na ye de bre wa assembly na ohwe letter na chi a okenkem wa so we the undersigned assembly members inside no my man who assembly members are almost signature attached me who biasa I only saw his letterhead na me bwana mo free presiding member beside say whether say onim who bia also no so your the petition and every brain no na he was not part of the petition me free some elected assembly members so almost onim who they don't have any idea about this petition and on sign petition bia I also spoke to the government appointees say petition be say na ba and government appointees crampo a press conference or assembly hall. Actually said they have no hand in any petitioner. They aba say for my removal. But Kitty Sebi ye did you media once issues on more reason a whole being here see bechichrimu said the be obibia wuti ubi a ohibia no benya entie wo ye see be the kokwado renovation kokwado ne building be a restaurant so call it those days are
FM 96.3. Ghana Sisay. Ghana Sisay.
Well, yebema yeti for ni ahwefo nyina kwa aba e de aba Lawson television. Na yadamo asese moni atena abesi sabre. Ena no pay ye won komodi e wo fidie mu ha. Na ye nkomo a yebedi yetia ye. Pani a ene ye ni no ahia ni di nkomo eye openia oko oman mrehye bedwafia don kuma ya wo ho no no ono eneda omwano se minority leader ono kro ye nso ena oko efutu abato mpeso mu na ono ne gina mu se oman no mrehye bedwani ya wo som e wo oman no mrehye bedwafia e de amane manfo ena no pay we are privileged enough se yene no abompudi mpu a yene no ebedi enkomo Nkomo ayene no eba bedie no ebi efa the New Patriotic Party ho ebi for my Ghana ho ebi fa ho ebi fa me ho and into the American setna say na yene honorable Alexander Afenyo marking do no a de kan se osan ene ye wono e wo fie ha no honorable ye mo akwa ba na pomuye
yamnadum
nyankopon adum yenso ye ho ye papa nipa e wo kuma se omoda wase se ene waje bra oni yen edi enkomo
that's only national born about Lawson TV oh yeah mission thing and mission going to the power so that's it oh you need them on the platform
that's it yeah shasia just weekend ya na New Patriotic Party ekotwa ba elected regional executives. So far, well, where I'm coming from, Yanti Bonibia, was saying the course.
So far, so good. In the central region, we observe via yellow campaign and Yanti will be Akasiti and I called it a family affair. If your enthusiasm or your coming so all my indication be there. Call fire card there. You're the one party number. It's music. Zamakani there. Abani Damino. Zaka Winini. Iye Edinazin. The Korea. Edinazin the Korea no bar. Answer Benyani Nkuzi. Young Papa Dr. Baumia Landera or Unipoko. Nankote now holding you too. And it's your support there. From what happened over the weekend, across the country, consider what to Western North of Kusuwanzi, in the Yente at Kabonia. No, there, Yabu Simon, na Yankasaso, yet the young Yamasu, the Yama 18 Nakambians.
Sir, who follow elections na course on and come on, what we change and say your party is ready for election 2028. Why? Because of the caliber of Penimfo at this time around. Omo AU omo no. The doonwa ye mebunu hungry for power. O share omo na muntu omo kasi mu ni omo ya. I don't know whether while observing BB.
Oh, they are ready for power. And then the McCain, actually, and to watch it now, Kakana. As a Kunu, the Obiaya Kadi, the Boson Party. Martin Party, Machaka. There's a new Akote. And Uncle Kabi the man. Obviously, it's clear to you that Domino Ayaka, the Omosu. Because the party Benyon Kumiza, Ujina, and the Gunu, and Amaka. With the Usher and Kakan, Abba in the Gunu and after. Now, it do the so infidels in one. The edge is very there. It is there to capture power. It's that can you them the legitimate Makan. Then I obey you, na yake nwa ile yeye dimazina yake ya nduma ikwendi adu yakopom bi ko but nkabo we reach me out back. So obviously yeye kuko factions or blocks in a political party is normal. In any democracy there were various factions and our groups and our blocks. They give you there. Those ones do not themselves affect unity, but the recognition of the various interests of demo blocks and the obwa the unity. So, for instance, it will be the interest be or direction be. Za any there. Emma, on so over there or can be. So, would all come be. The Queen Biadu or the now was in the page, or the Mystica, or the name the page. It's I mean, no Jizipa there, a Koreano, Botumaba, a Korea Baba. Now there's a young camp, there's a 2028.
From polling station, constituency, now region, you're moving on to national, and then to members of parliament. We're going to come with two major elections within your party.
Yeah, national elections and the prime.
Okay, so at the end of the day, you think how I'm up go through the 2 years, you can still cross the hurdle successfully?
I have no doubt in my mind. I believe that we'll cross that bridge when we get there. The Jizipa there, the Kopon Ladua. able to give to the man and then national elections is just close. The next like a 10 is about the plan. Maybe the first time I heard from the party, but I'm advocating for strong consensus vote. I mean, around this time, the opposition has the coordinator to go for candidate search. Party name search machinery has to be activated, where we identify strong candidates able to win seats. It is a 2 year the matter, and in the end, we minimize competition. Okay, where 2 or 3 people are competing. There can be a way, to 1 or 2 of them in the process get a consensus candidate. So that would also require a lot of negotiations, legwork, and behind the scenes discussion. Because in the end, you want to present a certain phase of the party.
So, building consensus. I mean, you should say previous elections
sometimes building consensus for parliamentary seats is difficult because the stakes are always high. But that is why I'm saying that we have to do it early and do them behind the scenes engagement, because sometimes you young kasa na nzama koyia in terms of what most of the times, we try to do things last minute. And once we are doing things last minute, it's difficult to even area wako say sika na last minute go back and one step down and all of that. So I mean, imagine you there. Able to share BBF, Sinta, Oba, and Federal Prime Minister Ukraine. Now, based on that, who there, maybe for a while, a beer, or then pay put in a phone. Now, what she share in a way they wouldn't even be promised. Maybe so, our Bakado won't go promise. Maybe so, our Bakado one jet some dispensation be based on a researcher where you not a particular person on your candidate. So all of these are not casting iron and stone. They're a political party. So we need to see the situation, and then based on the situation, we fashion out a solution.
Will you call yourself as we are 1 year lucky as a minority leader, looking at your number and what's happening? If you want to know, sometimes I sit back, I watch, and I'm like, this man is really suffering. You're not lucky.
Well, the man behind me, Honorable Mr. he went through what I'm going through. I'm a minority leader with 61 MPs against 133. That time there was 200 member chamber. Also was the first time MP before they participating in parliamentary election. As you may recall, in the 92 elections, they boycotted parliamentary. Now, in the chamber, we cannot win a vote, but we can win another vote. What chamber was it? You can vote, but there you research, then you check the same music. We just there, the butcher now. Yenze akon eni. It's me hold there. Me aim at winning the vote. But if there you can check Yenze. Me Ghana fuhi NPP. Za 2 million wa being in spite of symptom na under yam papa bawuya za yebutu miyaye za boa ndogun onedwumasa and see the quality in us in terms of being able to be in charge of the governance of our country. Certainly. Yami Yatumo boy and then you create the impression. No, Jesus there. Oh, you're not there. 2028, Yababa Bay majority. Ibio, Abrabon, onye de biana, oye so. O de bia e consortium, e kwa nwuchim, ono so booma edwin na etoto nzamaye. Enti no, it can pose a challenge. But in that challenge, your resilience is tested. And you are able to also think on your feet. In the end, what matters is how you are able to turn things around. And you know, that's what I will do. Work hard, get members on board, rally them, members. And then we move.
Okay. Nazo Tiasambia among folk, I say, one majority leader feel.
Oh.
Is it wow? What are times?
Oh, is it really about that? Well, politics in Kofuka Kawajin. But Majis is there. Somewhere Easter as after Easter. Until they of them there. Ayaga Pedro Kwabim. You know, majority leader position or your cabinet position. And to be or per cabinet, whether a minister with full responsibility. For me, I see his new role as promotion. Because I think it's two ministries combined. And Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy. Yeah. A very big ministry. And you know, Waka Jejuma say, and rather than Mobonabadu for earning the trust of the president to nominate him for that portfolio.
Now, it
was good.
We feel
well, you know, in Parliament, you know, over 90% of our work is done behind the scenes. We don't always come and tell the public the level of consultation leading to consensus on key issues. Okay. So the public only sees the fewer times you banter on the floor. And that unfortunately makes them conclude that, oh, these people are always fighting. But I have a lot of respect for him. Juma as colleagues, and I understood the challenges that he faced. He also understood the challenges that I faced. We tried as much as possible to be guided by party principles and the interests of the nation. Anytime bibi nyina me ne yadwe no me mo hu ndam ne yadwe and no so no your catcher intino ameze mama ne trinkwa de bibia nyame ne kodun nyankopon yi ne kodun ontumi ye ne adwuma ye na mfaso mbra ma Ghana.
The famous mobe pepper. Mobe pepper. Sometimes it's like a do baby if you say I heated do. I say that's how sometimes you feel. Yeah, we cheer more. We feel at the end of the drew no papa in the buofu. We buofu throw jabs. We throw jabs. It's all part of the business.
Well, you know, what chamber no, you are right, things can get heated, especially when on a strong party position. The Masamareke, the Mumbai Pepper statement, came as a result of games be and will play with LGBT.
Yeah.
And I was like, time I wore a beam, and I'm a majority leader. You try there, you best someone there. Won't make a compromises be a war in Brano.
Yeah.
Na mawa makwan na nkabande sebe obi e woti biebi ma oedo ko fiase na won woka de bi na one passing law now odu won do na won wa bem neze they were hiding the
behind
technicalities and all of that. So it was a way of telling them how hypocritical they were and how inconsistency and how unprincipled they were.
Now, running seems na she said there's something that I almost part of Wakasa Bia Oka. GNDC is on the road to Omoko back to opposition. NDC is on the way going back to opposition. At the end, we
oh, it's obvious. I'm a feeder on that. Number one, what by electricity tariffs from whatever rate they came to meet it, one increased by almost 30%. And Tiyoko Tokumusika, and energy to electricity now has increased by 30%. In Su was by 19%. It's only to enjoy one because of promise one job, 3 shifts. One job, 3 shifts. You know, yantu fibio. We promise 24-hour economy, and the 24-hour economy no yantu fibio. Bio no. Wakade was the Nshishe Baba Oba Buana we recruit more into nursing, into teaching. And the young nursing graduates, teachers, graduates, you know, Unya Akwenya Ufanchazi. In fact, what be impono, we be yin crofred if you drew. Ubinuma way wajuma on party 70. Ibio. Ishwe na saying gold board na onye Bank of Ghana gold a woko ton na kawa nwabo IMF fose wabo ka 22 billion cedis. Meanwhile we accuse MPP for the ebinum wanye wejume ye figures na we accuse no na editotonwa na tumu de yenu anum sana one research ya working crampo no woni njina do so clearly no enye ekwafo kasa ende obi a wado we bro wado emu na bro na ne mu na oroton no ne bo ya zinche na ebro na mu a we import was Ghana. So clearly, no, there were policy misalignment. In terms of taxes, what Ben was promising was we impose the taxes, we levy. What you levy we what they do so levy by. After doing so levy, no, why my VAT and why expand ordinary traders in Milano by force VAT. A porter was the BB of friend AI. Into the ones I'm about. The AI no your assessment. No way simubo. So importers now will complain. And seriously, there's nothing new. It is a reason why I make a there. The rate and Zamaro Koneze. A queen biaduno. JCB and you and at that cost is it. MPP. No two ways. No left, no right, no bend, no curve, no shaky. MPP, Baba Power.
How's the economy no performing better than?
Well, if you are saying that stabilize your local currency, the question is at what cost? At this gargantuan cost of 22 billion, IMF for Kawasimiyana, then we have a serious question to answer.
So, rating John Dramani Mahama, or Oberman saying?
Well, it will be difficult for me to rate him percentage-wise. What I can say is that Ghana Fire disappointed. Zamotu Marcus when you there, promises are making unfulfilled. Nkanka Galamsey, wakada wabodi Galamsey, zaman wabamana abafum nani do itwa. According to TUC4, Galamsey no akosor. According to World Bank IMF4, Galamsey no akosor. So clearly no. Situation I will be meeting, no. They have made it worse. Employment in some American, it is worse. Can't talk about employment. Young youth, one will promise a youth in poultry. Our friend that in itself has failed because minister say sebi and kukwan po binu mekunkum kukwan ma worry was I young. So the question is, was the youth in poultry a program for consumption or investment? Now, under MPP no you introduce BB Wafan one district, one factory, where district Biano are incentives, especially tax incentives, or drive a lot of investment into Ghana in the area of equipment and raw materials. These are the two areas are buying institute incentive to help private sector. Once we trim. So question maybe someone you there. One policy alternative you morning. One policy alternative for private sector you there. Into one policy alternative for private sector. And it is private sector now the engine of growth. It is if into man bought private sector now, obviously no, into man create employment, into man expand the economy.
Why? I didn't see MPP. Ghana mreye juma na mumbeze beye juma. Se yechi ubi amrani ni dia na more problem, more challenge on. But Ghana mreye na juma.
Well, MPP for yenye against accountability. Za yere kanyi de embrebiano oye nyimpa na ohwehwe nti azipia ye nuanom wo ye they should do it with a human face. You see ochina wo ho enzo mebi rekodo ebi ayade ano kada munje yo ebia na enjoy ena ochine bi obi so enya tum na bibi da rekodo minjinzi de Ghana omani yenya bibi otedam embraso de aben bia ba power odi kan hu de e dom na woto abaman do onfanse sambra na onfam puntumbra intino ye kasetia the mode of the arrest and the mode of prosecution and the whole justice delivery mechanism system now. We want things to be done right, to be perfected. Because the same complainer NDC for year in opposition, they are repeating it and making it worse. But otherwise, if they are following due process and all, many problem. Share any one to me or the prison. Here can one because a corner of what that wasn't caught to fiazem. On no kwando.
I wanted a concession or Makwam will be a battle.
So, or doko prison. So, initially was Waka Galamsey. But this was charge sheet no judgment na. Onye Galamsey. Won't to mean Kaya Bon. Nothing there. And Kofubi Banas Asado. I'm on one show I stop one. Into the Bonanian. Well, you see, one came with the a Santa Fomose embre ninkaso. Embre ere ye ninkaso. So mean further. That which you cherish melts. I've been telling them. Until we feel there in the wisdom now about power for 100 years. I want to say one answer. I just need to but obaya nka wotie yana ochine bi obobon.
Well, in short, and so I sometimes I have problem. Or say obi be depending at.
Oh, of course. I mean, I will never endorse in political insults in politics. But then if obi so ya the kwano wa wasn't in panic then wasn't a fado. Until I don't want the situation I ever weaponize the state institutions to criminalize free speech because of how the person said it or how bad you feel. In criminal justice, we have two elements to ground a criminal charge or a criminal investigation. The actors and the means. Action, as I intention, I do not teach you. Into no ebienu bom. Into obie eke bibina wankene ya. Embrano na wadi sonumu na ama wanye bio. But wombo no kwedu. And one na mepede ye nuanom a wo abem water say the oya was only the BC. But in the BC nintina and the our babem. Inti you have come to make it better. And but they repeat another mistake.
Reset.
So reset doesn't mean that reactivating and reopening old wounds. Resetting in there is should be for na manzama to ye na akodu ye no ozi anwoto na nyije abro memuni na. Resetting chede sebe miracles abwaje we to kan obebodu airport a won kache ebo to me inviting asama won ebisen atoto nenum but the way a okodo no ze ombo.
Okay, more problem or regional
moto na nyije abro memuni na. Resetting chede sebe miracles abwaje we to kan obebodu airport a won kache ebo to me inviting asama won ebisen atoto nenum but the way a okodo no ze ombo.
Okay, more problem or regional tribunals.
Obviously, it creates a parallel system with the existing judicial system. Because in the current judicial system in power, we are complaining. It has a judge. Sabibin and Tiwasa, Nimde appeal and all the way to Supreme Court. So court system starts with district court. Na yaba circuit court, na yako high court, na yako court of appeal, na yako the Supreme Court. And these are manned, the courts are manned by trained judges. Now with the tribunal system, no, after nimpokura or legal training as a lawyer, then after nkofwe bien a wire non-lawyers are winning membra, wakano. And when they batten ya equal voting right. Inti assembly ba na yemfa na lawyer no woman no kade anyi wona ya adwen na nkrofu tu no se dem no te a
vote
of course You know, so there must be a way where we get clarity in justice delivery. We get certainty. But where you are creating a para system, obeying there, it is for political purposes.
Okay, well, bring a call at the before I remember the final message among the good people of Ashanti region and the entire country. You know, I just want to know this. I've been in your office since morning. Do you get time for yourself? Do you rest? But when your time,
Ebisa, Sam, it's not easy.
Because going, coming, I mean, as you know, there are a lot of people still waiting for you.
Juma, are there?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Finally, as I'm now the beja Asante Mai and Ghana Mai.
Well, many MPP for our Ashanti region. Zamakani the party no more party. MPP ye wanze. Yenso party no mo. Yenye jumazin. Etim na akam. Ne duntwa. Yemfa kroye. Pepe muso. Ana odo a numu otso. Odo a numu piu. Akuma numu tso. Yemfa nsum party. Mwe nisum de Ashanti, Eastern, Greater Accra, Central, etum enyan 4 regions yaka bomye ye jumazena. Other regions will be a bonus, and God willing, nkunyimziba ye yenze come 2028. Oye menyije dende maba tina Lawson TV akasa na mso makasa ache asanteman yeda wona ase wo edo a wo woze ma MPP yankoponi nhira won and then a denyinara.
All right, we answer that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.